We're kicking it off.
Mutilation.
It's spooky season.
Fire the
I see
street.
the street Riviera over here
When's
finally
y'all's
started
show?
getting decorations added to it
It
other
did?
than my house.
I saw some.
When's
yes.
y'all's corn show?
25th, I think. 26th.
24th?
24th, maybe.
Do you know when it is?
I don't know. We might not even do it at this point. We might just
Oh, yeah?
play
You kind of
pinball.
need the 25th.
We might
It's
just
that
play
Friday.
pinball.
Okay. When's your thing?
Our Halloween party, 26, which y'all are both invited to. Bring
Oh, cool.
Whoever you like.
Do you need corn to play?
We got a bartender. We got cornhole.
Oh.
My sister's party's that night too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
I'll
right.
be cruising around.
Do they
Well,
need
hey,
corn to play?
Does she live in the neighborhood?
It's just
No, she lives over west,
$750 for
side.
Halloween.
over there
Running
by.
a special.
So what do you play in the corn band?
Play head.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's
Wait a minute, are you
Give it or you
serious?
play it?
Yeah.
You're in the corn tribute band that practices at Platinum?
No, they're
No,
doing it for Halloween.
We're doing it for Halloween.
Oh,
His band, The Spectacles, doing
Yeah.
Billy Idol, and then the band they're in is doing corn.
Yeah.
okay. Well, I was going to say, how fucking
mean,
weird is that when we
Does,
were doing
does
Parity
Platinum
and it was
want
corn
to?
next door?
Do they
to
want
it?
to
that was
book?
Slipknot.
Do they want to book a corn cover band over there at Platinum? Because we're looking for shows.
Is that the?
Like,
This
we'll
is
just
the
take a
Slipknot
beer
band?
tab.
Listen,
Yeah,
this is the
sick.
time of the year where you hear
I
this
think so.
phrase.
They're fucking loud.
I'm looking for shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's October,
Yeah.
November, December, January, February, March. 6
Yeah.
months out of the year, you're like, man, I'm looking
Yeah.
for a gig.
Yeah.
You think McDonald's might want live music?
Dude, that's probably
Denny's.
how the Denny's video happened. Was that right there?
What
It was
about the
just like,
guys
man,
outside of Bucky's?
Yeah.
Those guys were cool too.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Did you see that?
I like the.
They just set up outside of Bucky's and started going nuts until security
That-
showed up. and Was like,
It's funny because Dave, he's about to show up here in a minute. We're rolling on the YouTubes, right?
Yeah.
When we were at NAM last, when we were walking back to the hotel, this kid's band, this metal like kind of thrash band, pulled up in a taco truck and just opened up the side of it and started jamming. It was fucking awesome.
serious?
Dude.
yeah, it's
Everybody's
awesome.
like,
He's got the videos of it. You have,
Yeah,
you have to see it. It's pretty
Dave,
cool.
Dave sat there for a while videoing it, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh my god!" And it was crazy
It's a
because there was a
perfect
strike
hijack.
going on too at the hotel next to it. So you just had this corner in Anaheim, like loud as fuck, like like. And
And
this was after
strikers.
Disneyland was closed and everything. It was wild. I thought the world was coming to an end, but it was awesome.
That was all the drugs
Oc-
you're on.
October 1's been a big day, man.
Hmm
There's been a lot of shit that happened today.
Oh my gosh!
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Are we gonna get into that?
Probably.
Today we might get reports during our show
we could.
of what I guess full on World War III, the official groundbreaking. I would say.
Was it Iran shooting missiles at
Yeah.
Israel today?
And
yeah,
Tel Aviv.
a lot
Are you
too.
live?
We're live on the
Yep.
stream.
Okay.
The stream has been
Why, are
crossed.
you going to talk shit about someone already?
it-
You gotta
yeah,
shut it down?
You don't like Israel or something, or you don't like?
Are you
what's it-
anti-Jew?
Yeah.
No.
Are you
Are you
anti-Hamas?
trans? Or,
No.
Which side do you choose? Which side is
Neither.
yours?
do you believe in abortions?
You need to choose one, sir. Yeah.
Hey, my name's Matt Stubbs. What's your Bill Stevens? Hey, what do you view on abortions?
Have you seen?
That's Jerry Seinfeld, right? Wasn't that Seinfeld where they're
Yeah.
like, "What's your view on abortions?"
There's two movies I want to see, and that Matt Wallace or Matt Walker did both of them. One of them is What Is a Woman?
Oh yeah, I've heard good things about that.
But
I've
the other
seen
one-
some the trailers.
Am I a racist?
Am I racist too?
Oh my god!
I didn't know that they were showing those in actual theaters.
Yeah.
too.
And it
so-
made a crap ton of money its first weekend. But
Yeah.
Am I a Racist looks
Have you seen the way
Amazing.
he's dressed up? He's got the hair all bunned up.
Yeah.
the-
because he had to
Yeah, I
hide
wanna see
himself
that.
because when he sat down in the first
They knew
little
him?
round table, they knew who he was. We're like, no, I'm not comfortable with you being here.
yeah. So he had to start going incognito.
You changed him out.
If that was me, that would be my shtick. You know.
Yeah.
I would always show up to places like if I was at the Lakers sitting on the sidelines or something. I think I would always have some crazy ass costume trying
Which
to
one's me?
like see if I was an actor or something.
Yeah.
Like that'd be a fun game to play. What y'all? What are
Yeah,
y'all looking for, man? You want it
uh,
down? Up. All right. Let's see. Try to do this one.
I'm not going
No.
to.
Is that better? What, you still bad?
It's just distorted.
Oh, is it too
They're
high?
distorted.
I might have you up cranked too high. You might have
There's a,
earphone
isn't there a
head
little
like me.
gain button or something on there too.
Have you ever seen the movie Red State?
Yeah.
Because I just saw a post about that from Kevin Smith.
Uh-huh.
Was that good?
It's freaking awesome. It's
You
not
seen it?
what you expect.
No,
It's not a
not
Jay
Kevin
and Silent
Smith,
Bob
yeah.
movie.
no.
What?
It's not really
He
didn't
funny.
sound
There's no.
serious for
It's not
once.
real funny.
It's
Yeah.
not a
Yeah.
it's not a Jay and
a
Silent
great
Bob
movie.
Jay and Silent Bob movie. It's no
I think I watched
dick
it
and fart
once,
jokes.
and you
It's
know, like
awesome.
I watched it one
check
time
it
and
out.
really don't care to watch it again. It's one of those because it's really good.
Yeah.
Like after you watch it, you're like, okay,
It's
I don't know if
dark.
I'm gonna watch that one again.
Okay.
It's dark and heavy.
I might
and
have watched it
apparently
twice.
What is it?
this almost
one?
happened. Red
Red
State.
Red
Red
State,
State?
yeah. The coal. It's like a compound and stuff, and it's shit
Hardcore.
goes all crazy.
Hardcore Christian.
Yeah, it's influenced heavily by the Waco
that are out
story.
that are out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
That are going.
it's really
they're-
good.
The
They're
militia
trapping
type?
kids. That
Oh,
what they're
shit.
doing is like these kids are finding prostitutes and stuff online. Well, they trap them. They have a prostitute, a sweet trap or whatever you call it, a bear trap, whatever,
Honey Trap,
honey trap
maybe.
with a girl, and the guys go there to see them, and then she gives them drinks, drugs them, and then the church takes them
And and they're in this
and
compound.
tries to reform them
Yeah.
or kill them.
This
Yeah.
is Kevin Smith.
Yeah, it's over the top. It's
Yeah.
I
so
wanna
cool.
definitely see
Yeah,
this.
also Far Cry like 5 is really heavily influenced by Red. Like you can tell, like it's the same type of. Have you ever played that game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot like that too. So it's insane.
It's really insane. I don't.
I think
it
I've
used
watched
to
it
not
one
be
time.
streaming. All right, let's fire the show up when Dave
It's a
gets here.
good. It's a good watch though. You want to
Is it up there with? Is it something like Civil War?
Talking about?
No,
about
it's
What'd you think about
the
that?
violence is over the top on this. If I remember correctly, there is a lot of
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
violence,
check it
over
out.
the
I didn't
top
know what it
violence.
Was
Be
Civil
like-
War what you thought it was going to be?
Yeah, kind of.
What?
I honestly
fuck
didn't
is
see
this?
it coming from that angle.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Oh,
like
yeah,
that
Paula
Bike
said
Riders
if
that
you
came
do,
out.
Mhm.
Like,
Hold on.
you
Oh,
thought it was-
you're talking about the new.
I can't hear
uh,
what you're saying.
Civil War.
Yeah,
So-
Sorry, I'm yell talking
Yeah,
about
there's a-
movies.
yeah, yeah. It's,
Yeah, no, I haven't watched it yet. I want
Oh,
to though.
it is
Dustin, I
not-
think Dustin's seen
It's
it.
not what
I
you
have
think
not
it's.
seen it.
It's not what
Oh.
you think it's going to be.
Really?
But I liked it. It just wasn't.
Does it start off with? Oh, is it? Look
No.
at the wars you're starting.
No,
Look at the wars we're
That's what you would think, though.
fighting. It doesn't start with that. Like we've always done before.
Something fucking happened. I'm trying to figure it out, but I
I
can't.
don't-
yeah, Chingole,
That was a
man.
big
Talking to your
Guns N'
mic?
Roses song.
Did Justin mess
Everybody-
something up? Did Justin mess something up whenever he was playing with Nas?
No, you're good. Now we're good.
Okay.
All right, let's start this thing up.
It's that damn Apple Podcast, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get shit going now.
Let's do it.
I will eat my neighbors.
They're eating the dogs.
I will eat your ass.
They're eating the cats.
Fuck you.
They're eating the pets.
This episode of the J. Jones Basket Church brought to you by
Guys Note. This is how we open the show
Victor
tonight.
Ridge.
and Plastic Object.
The Jerry Jonestown Massacre contains graphic material
With the music, I should say.
including offensive language, partial nudity, and completely ridiculous thoughts and opinions that shouldn't be expressed or shared by anyone. Listener discretion is advised.
And now coming at you from the Temple of I, just on the outskirts of where the West begins.
It's the Jerry Jonestown Massacre!
I bet somebody would have liked to heard this.
They should have been here.
Guy's gonna cry about it.
You can hear it on the replay. Why is that freezing up? I hate those fucking cameras.
This is what happened last time to AC with this camera. With this camera.
Show number 595. It is October 1st, 2024. Happy Tuesday, Matt.
Happy Tuesday, Dustin. Happy 595, you said?
595.
595. What a time to be alive.
Is
See what I
it?
did? If you're into good endings,
If you'd like to see how
blowout
this,
parties,
how this movie ends, well, you
Stick
got
around.
a front row seat to it, it
Yeah.
appears.
No doubt.
What a crazy day.
What a crazy day to start off this month.
It's Tuesdays, man. I don't know what to do. As I woke up,
It's
looked at my
historical.
phone, and it's getting all blowed up by news, by text. All of a sudden, we're on the brink of World War III once again.
Yep. You woke up
It's like
that late.
bingo. It's like bingo.
You woke up that late?
Yeah, my first appointment wasn't till 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
I woke up at 1:30.
nice.
Yeah, well,
You know what I think
Drugs.
caused all this?
I'm going back to what it was at the them charging up the old
You're still frozen?
the charger, the charger of the nucleus or whatever thing that's spinning around as fast as possible and colliding with each other.
The super colliding super
Yeah,
collider?
Yeah, I think that's what happened. They opened that gate way too high. The
CERN?
CERN was opened up too much. It dilated too much. And
I
there's too
think
much stuff coming in.
You're
making
wrong.
It's crazy.
You're wrong.
What?
It's because it's RoboTuner and Shelly's 13th year anniversary.
hey,
Today.
I stand corrected.
That's what's caused all
Yeah.
this chaos.
Hey.
I hope you are proud of this.
Hope y'all got to celebrate it as the world ends
Yeah.
one more time.
I got to rain. I'll be awake for a while.
Well,
Yeah, man.
there you go.
So
Cabinets are stocked for now until the ships stop bringing in the goods.
That's the other thing.
that's the other thing.
We're not even talking about that, and I think a lot of people don't. If you watch the mainstream media, until the last 2 days, they didn't even have any idea about this.
I think it's
And
going to
they-
be a fight against
The only
between
reason-
the coal workers and our longshoremen.
We'll see.
Because there are the coal workers about to go on strike.
Hmm.
This, I heard an interesting stat today as we just dump off into politics real quick, but there have never been as many strikes during a president's term than there has during
It's a
this 4
record?
years with Biden.
Yeah.
And if you go back and you look at everybody that's been on strike, it's the same. You brought up the hotel workers at NAM
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning of this year.
Yeah, hospitality.
AT&T went on
Yeah.
strike for just a couple of
Amazon.
weeks. Amazon. I mean, just
Yep.
over the past few years, ATC,
Mm-hmm.
pilots unions. It's been
The
insane.
flight attendants.
I found a list earlier, and it
GM.
just goes on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
The what?
Chevy.
Chevy?
They were in for
Yeah.
a long time.
Strippers.
Yeah,
I
they
know a
were.
few that got all cranky and stuff. You know, I
I
gotta
don't-
take
I-
them, slap them up.
I don't think there's a strippers union. There should be. Why don't you had it?
I don't think
What about
so.
SAG? SAG went out for how long?
Oh, that's right. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
that a Grandma Strippers Union?
Yeah. Saggers.
It's too early in the show to be doing those kind of jokes, man. What's wrong with you? I still got relatives that are listening right now.
Hey.
What's your union, man? Saggers,
Mimo.
143.
Saggers.
Represent.
Sponsored
get-
by Depends.
If you want to leave the Saggers, can you? Does that involve an operation?
Gotta
What
turn
do
in
they
your
call it? A
diapers
lift?
and walk out
A
the
lift?
door.
Yep.
You got
That's
to get a lift?
That's where Biden will be going once he exits the office. It'll be.
Oh,
He'll have his Saggers card.
If you're learning to if you're wanting to learn about politics, just turn the show off at
Yeah.
this point. Don't listen to us.
Don't listen to
You're not
going to
hear anything worthwhile from us.
Are you union?
No, not anymore.
You used to love
Are
us.
you?
Yeah, with my own band.
Yeah.
You can be in the Texas.
Let me call HR right quick.
Matt Thomas can get you in the Texas Musicians Union.
There is
right
a
now,
Texas
if you'd like
Musicians
to.
Union,
That is
Yeah.
true. That
and they
is
do
true.
help you out.
Yeah,
Probably should join that after 30 some odd years of playing music.
yeah, you
If
should.
you're, if you're
man.
listening out there, you know, hit
I
me
definitely
up.
would.
I finally stopped paying mine this year
Oh yeah.
after 27 years of paying them.
You're,
Finally
oh,
got
you're
quit
you're
paying
done, huh?
I got pissed. I'm like, you fuckers aren't doing anything for me. Why take my money?
You just
When you
tried to
start
sell
doing
me
some
on
shit
getting
for
the
me-
union, and then you talk about how you let.
He
I'm,
does
I'm
that.
definitely going tomorrow.
I'll
Sign me
go.
right the fuck up.
No, I'll go to a different union. But CWA is a piece
when
of
did
shit.
you do that? When did you do it?
I had to in April because you have
Yeah.
1 week to send them a letter.
Was it a
It has to be
final straw?
certified
Was there
and
a final,
stamped
was
and
there
all
a
this
final
shit.
straw or something, or had you just been thinking about it anyway?
I've been thinking
it-
about it, but it's just like you guys aren't doing shit for us,
Yeah.
or at least for me. You don't pay attention to any of us that are outside that actually make the company money. You're too worried about all the people inside. And why should I give you $150 a month for you ought to go down and jack off and drink with.
Did a rep
Fuck
even reach
that.
out to you? Or are they
Dude,
like, whatever?
Bigfoot?
Oh, well, I mean, any
So
rep.
what you're saying is there's never anybody to get a hold of?
Yeah, that's what I was
No,
saying.
there
Is
are
it- is
there
it-
are reps and stuff, but it's just
Well, did they call you and try to say, hey, man,
No.
let's talk?
mm-mm,
They were just like, whatever.
mm-mm.
See, that's the thing. I think unions have
And-
gotten away from like trying to welcome the employee almost to where they're so worried about dividing companies sometimes that it's detrimental to people. If they would just be in it, I think a union, the sole purpose of the union needs to be about the people that are in it and the community around those people. That's it.
what it's
That's all it
supposed
should
to
be.
That's what
Not
it's supposed to be.
not political. We don't need it political. That's where everything gets fucked up.
Yeah, and this union is very hard left. Hard
Oh, I
left.
can imagine.
All of them are anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get that way. There's a few that still are kind of right, but they don't keep anything down the middle or even keel.
Did y'all have stewards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kept trying to ask me to be one, and then after I left, I got asked to be one again. Come back, be our steward. I was like, I don't fucking have time to listen to all you little bitches whine. I really don't. That's what I told. That's what I told the chief steward at the garage. I was like, I don't give a fuck about all these assholes bitching and crying and moaning about stupid shit. I don't have time to worry
Yeah.
about it or deal with it. As soon as I walk out this gate every day, this job's behind me.
Yeah.
I got other shit going on. I don't even think about it, you know.
Right. Which that's how your job's kind of supposed to be. You're not
It
supposed
should
to.
be.
You're supposed to leave it behind you.
Yeah.
Unless-
I mean, they can still call me. I still
Yeah,
have
yeah.
24 hours. They can call me for damages or whatever, but
Mhm.
still, it's like, fuck this place.
Yeah.
And fuck you little bitches crying about, I can't wear shorts at work.
Yeah. Try going to private school back in the '90s.
Bigfoot was the vice president for a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For the inside people.
Do we still have his drop, or did you trash it?
I still have a bunch of his
Yeah.
drops in here. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Shit's about to hit the fan.
They're
man.
weak.
It's not just that. It's not just the unions that have had a big year. We've also had a big year of all kinds of fuck ups with the environment, with all like that. What was that railroad that up in Palestine or Palestine, however they pronounce it?
Kansas.
Well, I mean, it depends on what kind of side of Texas you're on, I guess.
Yeah.
But this one was the one up in Kansas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about Palestine, Texas.
Yeah.
It's the Palestine. I think, do they call it Palestine up there?
I think it's
Illinois?
Palestine, Kansas. And then
West,
you have
West Palestine.
the hurricane that
The
just
hurricane.
blew through and lit
FEMA,
off that
apparently.
factory.
Yeah.
that
Dude, did you have
That's
they
creepy as
updated
shit.
anybody on that?
Well, did you see the dude so there was a dude that was going through and looking up all the stuff on that area, particularly where the hurricane blew through at, like one of the main parts.
Yeah.
And he was talking about this just happens to be one of our biggest mines for what is it that we're digging for batteries?
Quartz.
Quartz.
Yeah,
It's a huge quartz mine.
Happens to be one of our biggest quartz that just got completely taken out. But for us to be able to come in, clean up, do away with the city and dig. And then there was like a few other things that he was going through talking about. I was like, in scrolling through TikTok, you're just
Yeah.
like, okay, well, this guy is like maybe not full of shit completely. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll just keep going.
The
But it was worth like, okay, wait a
Is
minute.
that what it
scroll
was?
back.
Did it come
chlorine
out that
plant.
it was quartz?
Quartz.
the
yes,
quartz was the
that's it.
mine.
Okay.
But that chlorine
And the-
plant that caught on fire and all those people
That's never good.
had to leave their houses and stuff. They were told, don't turn on your AC. And
That was in Atlanta, was it?
right outside of there somewhere. Yeah.
Then there was, then of course, today in Georgia, there was a big shooting at a high school in Georgia today.
Again?
Like we're talking like all this shit happened on October 1st. Bam, 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 bam,
Yeah.
bam. Not
Yep.
yesterday, not in the
Uh-huh.
weeks. It's just like tons.
I know
of shit.
it was wild. Like my mom texted me. She was wanting to make sure that I knew that there was a lot of things going on, and I was like, yeah.
My
I've
wife
been-
today was like, "Hey, you should probably go by the store and make sure."
What
you
did the
get-"
market end up doing?
Right now?
Is it-
Nothing.
Yeah, I would have figured it had started going
That
crazy.
that chief guy that's leading the whole pack on the longshoreman, he said it right.
He
He's
looks
like,
like a nut.
listen, here's what's going to happen. First
Yeah.
week, the media is going to talk about it and blow it up.
He sounds like
Yep.
a nut.
The
though.
second week, people aren't going to be able to get items in, so items are going to shoot through the roof. Third
That's-
week,
sounds like a badass, and he sounds like a
Car-
nut.
yeah,
like he'll do it.
but he's already
didn't give
done
a
it.
shit.
He did it today. He
Yeah.
pulled the plug and said, "Dude, you're going to meet our demands, or we're done."
And they, like, the way he spelt it out was like, okay, we'll go on strike for 45 days.
Yeah,
Then the
90.
president,
You
will
guys-
come back and make them go back for 90.
90.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they have an injunction or something where they have to work for 90. But he's like, he said it in there like a certain way. He's like, so if we do 32 steps an hour, we'll only be doing 8 till we get this all cleared up.
Check this
We'll
out.
just drag your feet.
Today we were running. Mandy was running some errands, and she was out. Went to Costco. Guess what? They're completely out of
Toilet paper.
Yep.
Yep.
Already.
Last night we went to we went to Walmart first, and we hit Walgreens. Same thing.
Yeah.
If you don't have a bidet by now, you need to rethink your life.
Yep, got it on there.
What if
man.
someone?
You have one.
What if someone
What?
attacks the water system?
And listen,
Dude, they're great. But
Now
you're
listen.
still spraying your ass. You're not drinking
Hey,
it.
isn't it Iran that supposedly was the ones that were trying to hack into everybody's control systems for their civil engineering? Like a while back, like 4 or 5 years ago, they caught them. I think so. I think they're the ones. Could be happening.
Could be.
and in the
but they
words
might
of
be
Bob
done.
Simmons, everybody should have a poop knife.
You got to
That's
have
true.
a poop knife.
Yeah,
It's true.
And
those
a,
are important. If you don't
and
know
a
what a poop knife is, you
AK-47.
need to figure it out.
Yep.
and an AK-47.
Also need to look up what a Cosby sweater is. That'll get just kicked right off YouTube real quick.
Well, all right. If there was any more
It
of
was
my
fun.
relatives that were on here,
You're damn
I
right.
apologize.
There he is. Yeah.
There he is.
I guess it's
Yeah.
going to be one of
You're
these
damn
shows.
Oh shit! Yeah, it was.
He's
this
probably
was
gonna
a
say
fun,
something
exciting
else.
day.
Well, I said the Cosby sweater. He's probably going to bring him up. Bob, we can see what you're saying. Just go ahead and tag them all in there. Give the viewers something to look up on their on your Urban Dictionary because
Poop knives save lives.
Look up the Alaskan pipeline too while you're doing that.
we've done that in the
Okay,
van. This
cool.
is
All right.
Bob comes in when we're on the road. He'll be quiet for like like if it's like a 5-hour drive, he's quiet
so
for
he's
like
the serial killer of y'all.
like 3 hours, and then he'll pop up and be like, "Did you guys know? I learned something new in the Urban Dictionary." And it'll be some shit like a Colorado campfire or some shit.
That's exactly what
Colorado
you just typed.
campfire. Is that what he said?
Oh, Colorado campfire!
yeah,
Holy shit! Wow.
I like Marlon's text. His "Did you know?" text every once in a while.
Mar-
Just comes out of
or
nowhere with some
Marlins
crazy shit.
will be
Trick.
some weird history about the methinks or something
or
he did in high
or
school,
just
and you're just like,
music history or
yeah.
something. You'll be like, "What?"
huh?
I'm like,
Okay.
"Okay, cool." Always, you feel enlightened when your friends do that. When they
Oh
come
yeah,
with a story.
yeah. That's we got one. His name's Bob.
Hey
That's,
Bob.
That's him there.
Hey, Bob.
Look at him. He's got him listed. Poop knives save lives. Colorado campfire. Munting.
Munting.
But don't
Munting.
explain it. I'm
Yeah.
not going to explain that. one.
No.
Blumpkin.
Gotta go. You're welcome. That was quick lived.
All right, everybody else is going, "What the hell?" That's
What
why
the
you
hell?
need to be in the chat
You
room
know
when we
what?
do our shows, so you'd know what we were talking about.
We're what is this? 15 minutes in the show. We haven't even introduced you guys. So
Don't worry about it. Let's just
It's
wait
a
till
very
the
y'all
end.
been
lazy
on here
show.
before.
Yeah. We'll see if they figure it out.
Yeah. Let's see. We'll talk about it probably here pretty quick. Because
That's about all we got, folks.
yeah, Friday night I played a show
Yeah.
with the Spectacle over at Cicada.
And how was the show?
It was a good show.
Yeah.
We felt like it was good. How did it sound out there?
Good.
It did.
Yeah, it was good.
Did they
Um,
melt faces?
Yes.
It was a late show because this was one we'd set up with the Ox Combine that
Yeah.
was where we had to play late. We had to play the headlining slot, which was post midnight. But a lot of people stuck around. That's what I was shocked about. Like they were
The
still
pictures looked fucking dope.
Yeah, they did. They
Yeah,
looked
man.
pretty good.
Looked
He
pretty good.
did a damn good job taking
I was
pictures
looking
there,
at Craig while you were talking to him, and I realized that the bud really set in the last 5 minutes. Could see it in his eyes. Yeah, you better drink that death water.
But yeah, it was a good show on Saturday. Now, need to make a little announcement here. So everybody, just pull out your calendars, pull out your little books, pull out your little flip books.
Yeah. Here, let me just bring two.
I'm going to put it mentally in my calendar.
So this Saturday at Pouring Glory is Andrew Turner's big festival with all the bands that have played his music showcase series.
October
over the
5th.
year. October 5th.
Okay.
The Spectacle will not be playing this show due to personnel issues flying out of the state. People of the band flying out of the state.
They're wanted.
So,
Child support.
but instead, all the other bands will be there. And it's a full day. It's going to be fun. What they've done is they're shutting down streets around Pouring Glory.
Where's
And
this at?
right there by Voodoo Brewing. and he's building out a stage and everything. It's going to be a good time, but there's going to be a lot of vendors there. And for the first time and probably only time this year, I will be setting up a booth selling photos of my work that
Really?
you can come by and pick up.
That's dope.
And I maybe have some really good deals because I got a lot that I need to.
The man's got a portfolio, you know.
I gotta let
thing.
some of this load off that I'm carrying around.
Yes.
Are there going to be any tacos?
There will be tacos.
There's
there.
going to be
There's
photos,
lots of
God damn it.
tacos.
All right, photos. There's photos. Not,
Photos.
I
don't
bet
worry about
I can
tacos.
guarantee you this is what will be there that you can
Corn
get.
dog
Elote?
tacos.
There will
Tacos,
be
elote?
alcohol of some sort.
That's not what I'm looking for. But
There will be tacos. There will be THC drinks of some sort because Pouring Glory is huge in on them now. And there will probably be soaps and then photos.
Soaps.
No, at every vendor thing, there's soaps of some sort.
Handmade soap.
Maybe some honey
Soaps.
and then soaps. There were some THC soaps and honeys last time and tea
yeah,
at the last one.
Does
So
bathing
we'll
in THC soap actually relax your body?
probably.
Yes.
see. It relaxes your anus.
You know,
Thanks,
you
Dustin.
remember
There you
Axe?
go.
Really appreciate
you know
that.
Axe body wash? They used to have a caffeine infused body wash.
What?
Yeah.
Caffeine infused?
Yeah.
I don't know if they
Boy,
still
there's
do,
fucking
but back in the
ringing
day
around.
they did. But last time I was out in California, the head shop had or the dispensary we went to had or THC soap. Like you could get a bar, you could get it,
All right.
all kinds of shit.
So yeah, this Saturday, be down there, Pouring Glory,
Will there be
down on the
THC
south side.
soap?
We'll see if they have THC soap, and we'll sit in a bathtub and see what happens together as friends.
That'd be cool. Just get set up a baby pool. Oh wait, that's
That's
weird.
weird.
I mean, a small pool
Yeah.
that we can just sit in and bathe in the THC soap and see how weird it gets. Right?
Yeah. Hi, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Who's gonna
Hey,
wash
Dave.
your back?
Welcome.
He's
It's
like,
going good.
You didn't tell me y'all were doing a podcast tonight. Fuck.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did.
He was supposed to be here way earlier.
We did. You're just late. Is that your? Oh, you're the coach. Oh
You're a
man,
pitching coach?
Sweet. Are you throwing them? You showing them how to get some chin music?
Why don't you
if they,
sit down
like,
and put a
load
mic
up
in
some
your
chin
face
music?
and some headphones
Yeah,
so we can talk
sorry.
to you for real?
Oh yeah, here you
We
go.
could do that.
Right here. Off there. Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
So,
Awesome, sir.
so do you pitch
You're a
them?
great head coach of a boys baseball team.
And are you pitching them different marketing ideas and strategies?
You don't want to be.
Hey guys, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do in the stock market, man. I'm pitching. They're all 8. What? This is the worst baseball ever. Oh shit. So anyway,
Yeah.
that was Friday.
We're just talking about your show the
The
other
show on
night.
Friday.
Yeah,
Saturday.
on Saturday.
Or no, we played on Friday.
Friday.
Oh, yeah, Friday.
Friday.
This Saturday is the thing at
Yeah.
Pouring Glory, but
And
then
we were-
Sunday
Talking about THC soap.
we're all gonna bathe together. THC.
THC
soap.
soap. In
On
a
Sunday?
not a baby pool, a small pool.
But this past Sunday,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
went and saw you
Yeah.
and you,
Yeah.
but mainly you,
Yeah.
over at Texas Live.
Yeah, man.
I would have
up
come
on the
out.
big stage behind the bar.
We had
Yeah.
to rehearse.
Thank God for in-ears.
How'd all this work out?
That's a loaded question there, D.
How many breaks did you take?
None?
Oh, you just jammed up there for 4 hours?
No.
Oh.
No.
I thought it was 2 to 6.
No, it was 3 to 6. We played
Oh,
it. We played an
my
hour
bad.
show, and then we did the premiere of the video. And
Oh,
then-
okay.
Yeah. For all the songs on the EP, we've been shooting music videos for all the
Mhm.
for all the tunes. And then when it got down the reach, I wanted to do something special, and we kicked around a bunch of ideas. And I had one that was kind of just kept sticking out in my brain. My great grandfather was the first fire chief of Haltom City, and so his son was the first police chief of Richland Hills, right? And so I said, man, why don't we do something for firemen, like first responder, firemen, EMT, like Maltese Cross kind of thing. You always hear about our military. You always hear about Back the Blue. You always hear about stuff like that. I was just like, man, but our firemen, dude, like those fuckers are working every day. Not that cops aren't, But I'm just saying, how many times do you see a fire truck or ambulance, or especially living in this neighborhood, how many times you hear it just going by?
About a lot of old people dying.
You know, and damn, dude. Must
I
be
mean,
part
that's
of
just the truth.
part of that
There's nothing
SAGs
wrong
union,
about
bro.
Yeah, the SAGs union, the Saggers union,
Saggers
losing another
union,
member,
bro. Damn,
losing more dues.
harsh. So, we decided that we'd dedicate the song to him, right? And that's how it started. And so we were playing Texas Live back in the spring, and Jim Davis, the fire chief of Fort Worth, happened to be in the crowd. And I said, we dedicate this song to all firemen, EMTs, EMS, paramedics around the world. You know, we'd love to shoot a music video for it. We're going to try and make that happen this summer. And he came up afterwards and was like, what can I do? I'm Jim Davis, Fire Chief Fort Worth, whatever I can do to help. So, skip ahead, we went and had breakfast, sat down, talked about it, showed him some pictures of my great-grandfather. He contacted Brian Jacobs from Haltom City. We all then set up another meeting, went and sat down, had a production meeting, how this was going to work, and then decided that we were going to donate money to the LODD, which is the Line of Duty Death, for Texas.
Which I'd never heard of till Sunday.
Me neither. I'd never heard of it until they brought it up. And I
Yeah.
said, well, what's a good organization that we can do something to help you guys? And that's what they brought up. So I said, well, let's do it. And so we ended up going inside of Station 3, the new station down there by the water tower on 820.
Yeah.
And shot the video. And then we got it done. Craig shot on it. Trent at the Bolt Studios shot on it. And then went and I did all the editing on it. Got it done, and then started making commercials for it. CBS, Dana White, or Don White. Sorry, I always say Dana. Don White.
Dana White's with the UFC.
Yes.
That'd be a
right.
different story.
Different White there.
Yeah.
Don White did the story on it for CBS, and then Channel 5 NBC did a story on it this past Sunday, and then we held the event at Texas Live. I called Texas Live, and I asked them if, first of all, if they would even be interested in doing it. They said, absolutely. We just got to make sure it doesn't compete with any games, give you all the concentration of the stage. And so we found a Sunday that worked. And so we just started promoting the hell out of it. And we kicked off the event. We had, there was, what I was told, there was a little over 1,300 people, which kind of made sense because the upstairs, downstairs was pretty packed.
That's a lot of people.
We raised $9,300 at the event, and then our band went ahead and matched it and raised it up to 10. And so we added 2, not matched, but raised it up. So 10 grand overall is what we raised for the LODD, and it was a killer show. You came out and shot photos. Craig shot video. Dude, the footage looks great. We're gonna put that out. We'll tag you guys all in it.
Sweet.
So now it's just going forward with the music video. We haven't done any kind of promotions as far as like any kind of like paid promo online for the video, but it's under Justin Ross and Deadwood Revival, and the song's called Reach.
It is online now.
But it
Go
is on
watch it.
YouTube now.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's what I was wondering.
yeah, it was cool, man. It was a cool event. I did not expect things to go as smooth as they did, but it really did go smooth. I mean, Gary Hewlett and those guys out there that run production on that place, man, they really got their shit together. And
That place is a human pinball machine.
totally.
Just dung 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 dung.
Oh, yeah,
with
the
so
sound
much stuff
goes
to look and watch and
the
see
sound
and yeah.
just, if you're not doing it right, it just bounces all over that room, you know.
But there's so much there to occupy your attention that's
Sensory
going on.
overload.
Yeah, sensory overload.
Totally.
I picked up one of these bad boys.
Oh, you
Hold it up.
did?
Yep.
Oh, that's badass. Nice. Yeah.
I'm a sucker for challenge coins.
Yeah,
When I
man.
saw this sitting there, I was like, yeah, I'll donate and get one of these.
I'll
and-
tell you right now, when he handed me that helmet on stage, I about fucking lost it right there, dude. I was trying my best to keep it all together because I did not see that coming.
We got a bunch of friends that live in Haltom City.
Yeah.
That are in a little band.
Yeah.
Can you really say you're in Haltom City if you don't have a firefighter challenge coin? Haltom City Fire Department challenge coin.
First of all, you have to slam it on the counter. That's the way to do it.
Who's got theirs?
No, I don't have mine.
I
on
don't
me.
have one.
Yeah,
Mine's at
so,
home
but
now.
I already.
Oh, y'all all owe me a drink.
But I already bought you a 6-pack.
That's right, you
so,
did.
I mean,
Boom.
yeah.
Ha
The Dia de la Muerta,
Don't say
Hey, what's
you
up,
need
man?
Obama.
ha!
Victoria. That's a good beer, man. I'm a fan of the
This is
Victoria. I don't hate Victoria, even though I don't drink anymore.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Made me look really good. I really appreciate that. I
just-
don't look as old as I am.
Hello, Dave. Welcome to the show.
Hi. Well, I'm happy to be here. Thank you for entertaining my lateness.
Well,
But
we
they
went ahead and
fucked
got
up
started.
all over.
They did.
On
They really
Bedford
have.
and everything like that on Bedford.
There's
It's
so
all
much
blocked.
construction going.
It's like I had to
so
go
south.
around in a
When is that shit gonna stop?
double
Hey,
circle. It's
it's
only
Fort
just
Worth.
begun.
And I
the
guarantee you,
mid-cities.
what we were just talking about is not going to help any of that out. If there's a strike,
Well, we
I
don't
don't
get
think that
concrete
works.
from China.
we might.
No, we don't.
We might. You don't know.
We get it from West Texas.
You get
Yeah.
steel there.
This sounds like a Kamala conspiracy to me.
We get steel from China. You're right.
That's all right. I think Amazon workers just said they're going to go on strike too.
Oh shit, they're
Damn.
done.
I don't know.
You know what? Fucking, I'm on strike.
Yeah, I'm
you
on
know
strike
what?
too.
I want more
Fuck it.
shows right now.
I'll go on a strike right now too if you want to.
I've been on strike for 30 seconds already.
I've been on a strike since I was born.
We're about to go on a podcast strike.
Cue the Joe.
should.
Cue the Joe cartoon part where he's got the little hamster says I'm on strike.
Yep.
We should, dude.
I forgot about
Podcast
Joe Cartoon.
strike.
Yes.
It's just bullshit.
And when I
See,
get to my
that's
house,
early days of the
the
internet.
fucking-
Dad strike.
What are your demands?
More pizza.
For the
Yeah.
I agree.
We
I
gotta
thought it
have
was going
more
to be something
pizza.
else with P. The way that was coming out.
That's the guitar and drums. That's the music, the band thread. That would be that. You're talking about. See, you done backed me in the corner now, man. In front of everybody.
He's got relatives listening.
I want musicians not to have to pay $25,000 for a bus for a month.
I wonder how many people
Yeah,
heard us
that's
out
insane.
in California and went, "Those guys are sexist, man. What a misogynist."
I don't know. All of them?
Probably.
When? Every time we go to NAM?
Anytime we go anywhere now,
Oh.
it's like what a bunch of heathen caveman.
That's all right.
When
They
is
are
NAMM?
too. They just don't admit it.
Yeah,
Just hypocrisy.
that's why we don't get rock
Very
shows at
Life
cool
is really
places
easy.
like you did.
What?
That's pretty cool. That's
A
a, pretty
rock show
cool
at
rock
Texas
show.
Live?
Yeah, that's pretty
Well,
cool.
you will next year.
That'd be cool.
So I
We'll
think
play.
what that thing's turning into is
Drag the Ocean
so
Fest.
Coors Banquet got involved,
Oh, yeah?
and so
Did you piss them off, Matt? Have you pissed off Coors?
No,
Okay.
we're good.
All right.
Miller
So-
Coors is not even distribution company. I'm still cool with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
if all goes as planned, so there's like several
Sounded
meetings that have been
shifty,
taking
didn't
place with
That sounds
Coors,
super
Jerry
shifty.
from Coors, and
Yeah.
all that shit.
Sketch.
We did a Zoom call with them a month ago
That's off my
and
record,
talked
man.
about it. So they are at Coors Banquet versus Coors Light, right? So just Coors Banquet already does like a big thing for firemen, right? But they've been trying to figure out a way to revamp that. And so they were at the show the other night. Sorry, they were at the
Okay.
show the other night, and they loved it. They thought, man, this has
That's
got so
awesome.
much potential.
Yeah.
So they want to do a 2025 tour. So the company that owns, doesn't per se own, but is like one of the main players for venues like Texas Live is called ECI. And so ECI has a shit ton of locations. And so out of the shit ton, there's 25 we're looking at for 2025. So they want to do a 25-week run of ECI locations. So we're to be one location per week, so on a Sunday. And we go to, and they want to call it like the Honor, because we call this one Honor Those That Reach For Us. They want to call it the Honor Those That Reach For Us Tour 25. And so on that, we would go play all these ECI locations. When we get back in October, we would do like one big festival style at Texas Live, and then we would take in buddies
Nice.
and picking them to come play on the show. And just that would be the killer thing, is that you're mixing all genres. I hate when you go to like something like in a festival, it's like 20 bands that kind of sound the same. You know what I mean? You're like, you know,
Yeah.
like I always tell our agent when she's like, okay, for instance, like November 22nd, we're supposed to be getting an answer back tomorrow to go play with Everclear down at Sawyer Park, right? And so I'm like, she's like, would that even work for you, honey? And I'm
Yes.
like, yes, that would absolutely work.
Not them.
Because
Yes.
we sound nothing like them at all. So it's going to be you know,
That was the Louis Armstrong version I just
I
did.
think the thing of bands opening up for bands is like, don't put a band on before you that sounds like yours, even in your fucking genre. Just like,
That's what
as long as
we've
it's
always
not
bitched
too
about.
black and white.
Yeah.
Like, not as long as you're not taking like a hip hop group and opening up for a metal band. Like,
I like that
maybe
too.
I'd see it.
depends on the hip hop
Yeah.
group.
I like that.
But I mean, when we'd go play Austin, that was the thing. Was like
Yeah.
the lineups were so eccentric
Crazy,
and
yeah.
crazy that's what we loved. But then
Yeah.
you come back up here and it's like it's just metal night and it's all metal
Yeah.
bands, and you're like,
That's the way it is more out in California too.
Oh,
I think
right.
there's more of just like you don't like. There's nights that has everything like
do you know
types of genres.
do you know who Ben C. Jones is?
Uh-uh.
He's a local cat that does like some soul hip hop type stuff.
Cool.
And we're gonna open for him at Altum Theater.
It's gonna be awesome.
We're playing right before him, and I'm like, this is gonna be cool as shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's
When's
gonna
that?
be so different. It's gonna be like,
at
man,
the end
that's
of November.
badass too.
Yeah,
I hope.
It will be.
it better be because I like that.
Yeah,
If not, I'll be
Yeah.
severely disappointed, go home and cry
Remember
Like
the,
every night.
like every night.
Remember the last time we played in Austin when that jazz band?
Yeah,
that we
that was
played
cool
with?
as shit.
Yeah.
That was fun.
And they liked us. It was weird too. They were like, "Man, y'all are really
It
nice. That was
works.
cool, man."
y'all are a loud
Yeah.
3-piece.
Y'all are
Now
really
here's
loud
all
3.
8 of us.
Yeah,
It totally works.
yeah.
You know.
And then of course, you want to play another show tomorrow night across the street? And you're like, "No, you gotta go, man. We're not cool like that."
Your
We all gotta go to
shitty.
work,
Hey Matt,
Yeah.
your shitty Louis Armstrong. What's his name? Art Alexis.
Yeah,
Alex
that's him.
Alexis or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah. From
He's the only
clean-
remaining member.
Oh, really?
The only
So-
original member.
This is, you know what? I'd like to break this conversation out. Dustin and I talked about this. Dave, I want to know your opinion, and I'd like to know you guys, both of y'all's opinion.
I'm
on this.
gay, all right?
We knew.
Is that what you're about to
I
pronounce?
like how he immediately goes, "We knew it."
We know.
He's
No,
Johnny on the spot one liner, dude. He,
No.
he doesn't
So are
say
you,
much,
man.
but he just comes. Nah,
it's been your comedy routine tonight as
Shit.
well. So anyway, now I lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say, man? Got my train of thought. Damn it.
You wanted to say you had something. You were coming out.
You wanted someone's
You wanted to say
opinion.
something. You needed
Oh, yeah, yeah.
opinions.
So, the other day, last show, I think it was on. Maybe we didn't say this live, but I started talking about that band Norma Jean and how there's no real members in that band anymore. I think it was on our way out to see Alice Cooper and
Yeah.
Rob Zombie.
so. My opinion is,
I
if you
thought
don't
Norma
have
Jean-
any original member of the band in the band, then you need to change the name. That's my personal opinion. I don't like that you can just carry on a band and they're not being original member. That bugs me. What do you guys say? What you say?
I think if you have a female front person that
You-
took over the band, you should change the name of the band.
Oh, I get where you're
I think
going
you
with
should
this.
not just be. You
I
should
think-
just not be a band.
I think you hate capitalism.
Me?
Yeah,
Why?
because they're handing over a brand, not a band.
Yeah, but
Listen,
that
guys,
doesn't
I'm a
mean
pitching coach, so
that I see what you
You know what I'm
did
saying?
there. That doesn't mean I hate capitalism. Just fucking.
Sounds like it.
I'm just
so
saying,
you're saying
if there's no original members, like Pantera, I
Yeah.
think they can do whatever they want now because there's still 2 members. They can do if they want to. They can do whatever they want to do. If they want to do it under Pantera, that's fine. If they want to switch up the name and drop playing as many of the old tunes and start writing new stuff, that's cool too. I have no problem. But when there's no founding member in the band and it's just all about brand,
So how many
Ah.
bands would we lose? We'd lose a lot.
I mean,
Leonard Skinner.
there'd be a
Sal-
few.
Saliva?
Yeah.
We'd lose
Yeah,
a lot
there'd
of
be
bands.
a lot of bands that we'd lose, but still, man, it's
Fuel?
no fair.
I agree.
I don't know
You agree with
anything
me?
about
No,
either of those
yeah, yeah,
bands
yeah,
and their
I agree
members.
with
So,
Hinder?
Yeah,
I mean, there's only 2 original members of Hinder left.
yeah.
so
I think there
it-
should be a percentage.
if you change frontmen, should you change your band entirely? Because
That I can say
No.
no.
Look
It
at
doesn't
Iron
have
Maiden.
necessarily have to
No,
be
because
that.
you
No.
could get rid of like James LeBrie from Dream Theater, and it'd
Thank
still be
you.
Dream Theater.
You got to think
Singers
about
are
what about-
easy.
fact,
easy
The
to
only thing I don't like.
What
about
about-
Just get rid of them
Singers
altogether.
are easy to kill and
Be a
replace.
good band for
Yeah,
once.
I
well, if they're
agree.
die, that's one thing. But if you kick them out, like Jeff Tate and Queen's
Sorry,
Richie,
James LeBrie, if you're listening.
what about Jet? I don't think they should be Queensrÿche anymore.
Oh,
They don't
Jeff
have Jeff
Tate?
Tate.
Yeah. No,
Now,
well,
what about Skid Row?
no, I don't know.
No.
I think they should have
I
changed their
agree.
name when
Skid
Chris
Row should
DeGarmo
change
left.
their name.
He wrote all the good riffs anyways.
Yeah.
Don't get me
So
start
we're pretty
talking
much
about
in
Queensryche
agreement
either.
there, right?
Damn,
I don't
you're
know.
gonna hit on my hot buttons
I
tonight.
think we're in
Oh,
agreement.
man. Like, I think that, okay, I said one earlier, Saliva. I think Saliva.
They're the ones that did the click, boom.
Yeah.
Not POD.
But I think Saliva now
They
without
have
the
Josie
song
Click,
Scott
Click,
is
Boom.
better
Yeah,
than
yeah, that's
Saliva
right.
with Josie Scott.
Like that.
Yeah, and Josie
that can
Scott's
definitely
coming on his
happen.
own.
Well, he came out of
Like-
retirement and was like, I'm going to do Josie Scott's Saliva. And it was like, wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, why not just get the band back together?
Be
Yeah,
like
he can't-
Scott.
he doesn't own it.
Or,
What about that
what's
band
his
I
name?
hate? Sublime.
Sublime.
You won't even learn to say their name right.
Did you guys hear about their,
Sublime.
did you guys hear about their
Sublime.
show at Billy Bob's?
Yeah,
With Sublime?
Tanked horribly.
horrible. I had a lot of
How do
people
you
that
say
said
it?
they went and were
Sublime?
like, it was interesting.
We were playing Rhinestone that night.
Those
up the
limes are
street,
sub.
yeah.
and people were pouring in the door just going, well, I would have rather paid $35 for this. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Just some sublimes.
yeah, I was like,
And
yeah,
when that with
come on.
like, what is it? Brett Favre Sublimes? Something like that. What was the guy's name? It wasn't even.
Brett Favre.
What's the guy's
Brett
name?
Favre
don't
playing
fucking
some shows
know.
now, huh?
RoboTuner knows.
RoboTuners. Brett Favre playing some shows
Yeah,
now?
Favre.
Brett Favre Sublime.
Favre.
Rome. That's it.
What's
Rome.
up, Darren Bergfeld? That's my boy right there. He's up in Missouri.
Yeah.
He's
Missouri?
yeah.
Damn.
He's
I bet it's about to get
he's a rock
cold up
DJ,
there.
man. You should
Yeah.
look these boys up, Darren.
Yeah, man.
He's
Oh, yeah.
a big rock station up in Cape Girardeau,
That's
Missouri.
good people up there.
Oh, really?
Good hunting and good
They got a
people.
good rock station in Missouri?
Heck yeah, they
They
The
do.
whole
do.
state?
Missouri
That's
knows-
awesome.
Dude.
He does a deal in the mornings.
That's awesome.
His show in the mornings, where he'll do like his own little this one man podcast, but he's just like kind of doing the
Right.
news kind of deal.
Right. That's
What's his
cool.
reach? Can I hear
That's
him
cool.
on Lake Ozark?
We'll
Lake of the
exchange
Ozarks?
socials.
Can I hear him?
I don't know.
On a houseboat?
How far does your station reach?
Does it
Darren?
reach out there?
Hey, Darren, we'll exchange socials.
Let's be nerdy.
Why'd you say it like that?
What's the power of your tower?
Just wouldn't sound like I was like in Anthrax or something.
What is
Like-
the power of
I'm in Biohazard.
What Anthrax era? John Bush era or
Okay, cool, Darren.
or Joey Belladonna era?
That
That was a
one.
Joey Belladonna era Anthrax.
We just keep breaking
Okay.
bands down.
Hey, I'm the man. I'm the man.
35,000.
Cool, man.
35,000 watts of power?
So,
Billy Idol touched my mic.
speaking of Billy
I
Idol,
watched that MTV ad the other day to see if we could incorporate it ourselves.
See what that guy said about Sublime?
uh-oh.
Oh,
You
shit,
offended
no.
someone.
No.
I knew that was going to happen.
The
Okay,
original
that's his
singer's
son.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
knew
the,
that.
The
so
one
now
that's jammed
Rome has
in
to
him
be
now.
a tribute band because the last member of Sublime went to go be with him and be the real Sublime again.
Yeah, because I heard they were all pissed at Rome or something like that, and
Yeah.
that's what like a whole bunch of that broke out or was like made known at Billy Bob's.
Fuck yeah.
What do you
very
mean? Like
weird.
it all busted open there? It all like spilled into the public? or
Came to a
something?
head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
like
what you
it was
mean?
all
It went down
kind of
like
a thing.
Jane's Addiction.
Damn.
Now that, dude, have you heard
That's
more
that
about
was
that?
a powerhouse
No.
meltdown.
Okay, so
Did you see his
Dave,
interview with
Did Dave
what's his
quit the
face?
band?
Dave
CBS or
Navarro's
something?
guitar tech came out
Look at
and
the
said
number.
that once they got backstage, Perry came back and just uppercutted Dave
Oh shit!
in the chin and was like, "Yeah, that band's never getting back together ever again." And Dave took the total high road through the whole thing.
He did. He did the whole time.
I mean, he's had 4 bands to learn from.
Didn't he
Yeah.
bang Perry's wife?
5 bands to learn from.
Who like that guy walks in the room and everybody's suddenly inseminated.
yeah,
Like he just has that power.
Who's this?
He's like a
Dave Navarro.
He's a
Yeah.
vampire.
He's just like
He's
here.
like an energy leech.
Yeah,
He comes
Except-
in, he's like, "Oh man, they're bringing
Energy
Star
it's
Trek."
energy
Except for
impregnation.
Dude,
Except
from
for
one
Perry
from
Farrell.
one guitar player to
Sorry about
another, you
that.
should
Yeah.
pitch him some ideas. You know?
He
You
walks
know?
by and you're
I
like,
should.
"Did I just have sex?"
So cheesy.
What would he got punched in the face? That's what he. That's how hard Perry Farrell hits.
There's isolated
Fucking
vocal
caressing
tracks
punch to
too.
the
Have y'all heard
face.
them?
he's just a Mike Tyson. I didn't know.
You
That's-
haven't
that
heard
should be
the
a fight.
isolated vocal tracks?
No, let's hear it.
They pulled them. I can go find them, but yeah,
Well, you
they
don't have
pulled
to
them
do
out.
it now, but
I'll
it'd be
find
cool.
them while y'all are
it'd be cool if
talking.
we had a producer.
Hey,
you
Darren,
were
put
the
your link
producer.
in the chat
Me?
Yeah.
to your
Shh,
stream.
man, I'd be a
Yeah,
trainer
I'll
because I
hook you
play
up with
the
his
I play the
emails.
effects too much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got AD. I got the ADDs really bad, really fucking bad. That
I
was
think
bad.
those are self-made.
Yeah.
Those ADDs.
Those ADDs.
Is there a beer in that fridge?
Of course, my friend.
Would you like a Victoria?
Sure.
My friend from the Spectacle.
Claro.
Dave, not
Claro que sí,
Navarro.
gracias.
Dave, not Navarro.
Dave asked Dave. Yeah. No, I don't know. That was pretty wild.
It was wild.
I got it. I got two. I actually have a
Has
choice.
Dave Navarro said anything
He's
at all about after the fact? Like, has he just not even? Is he playing the high road so much that he's not even talking?
No,
to the
he
press
put out a
about it, or-
statement. He put
Oh,
out a
he did?
statement that said basically, he's like, there are things in your life you keep trying to chase because of the one time when they were glorious.
Mhm.
I'm summing it up,
Yeah, yeah.
but
That's really
like,
poetic, Dustin.
he's like, no, he was more poetic than I was about it.
He
But
was. I remember
he
them
was
saying
saying-
something.
I think
about
Dustin
this.
has a crush on Dave Navarro. I know. I've seen their pictures.
The only reason I have a crush on him is because he's been inside Carmen Electra.
Ugh.
That's a weird way to have a crush.
You know what though? I was once a Playboy subscriber too, and I will
I
never
have that-
forget when she was in
I have that
Playboy.
issue.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
she's nice.
Yeah.
We have a friend that's
Should
in the
still have
chat
that
room. Is
issue.
Becky still
Yes,
there?
Yes.
Look,
Yeah.
her man was in this movie and made out with Carmen Electra. That's exactly how it
I think
goes.
she just killed
I
herself.
just have this
Perfect.
sitting around the studio for some reason.
That's what I would do.
We
we got a
if I
fo-
met
we got
person.
a Foley producer over here on this side. She's got a Foley like weird shit like gunshots and pig noises.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
Definitely pig noises.
Stuff that would be used in movies that you don't need to be watching at all. Pigs being slayed.
Snuff films.
Smash videos.
I mean, I just have Carmen Electra everywhere.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
there,
there we
you
go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
She
dun.
just rolls around. You're like,
Bruh. So so he
I gotta
did
pull up some
Dave say
Iron-
never
Iron
again?
Sheik
Like I know
quotes.
everybody else is saying never
he's like,
again. Has he
it
said
won't
never?
happen anymore.
Poor guys. I'm
My
sorry.
poor guy.
I'm
So
sorry. It was a good run.
It was.
It's a very good run, and maybe somebody will do it again at Do For It Records for Halloween.
That was a good time. Y'all did it.
It
Yeah,
was.
we had a. How old was Robot when he played with us?
Y'all,
12.
you
He
had
was
a
11.
10-year-old drummer.
He was 11
playing.
years old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what's
was-
that kid doing now? Does he play for Kiss yet?
No, his dad is friends with Paul,
And Bon Jovi?
and all of those guys, and drummer for Jane's Addiction. What's his name? They all
Perkins?
grew up. Yeah,
Stephen Perkins?
well, he grew up and went to school with Paul Stanley. They went to the same high
Negative
school,
or positive?
and they just sort of. Oh, positive. Wow, that was
Wasn't me that time.
that.
No, that was me. I got it over here.
Whoa, that was crazy. That was a
Do it again.
blast from the past.
Do it again. Play it again.
What? The band?
Yes. When, yeah. Right when he said positive, when he heard me say positive or negative, Paul Stanley.
Yeah.
So
Do you want to? These are the
it was.
isolated
It
vocals.
was. It would have been positive Paul, negative Paul Stanley.
Okay.
I think when they were.
It's confusing.
As a normal
It's
person, I
like
think it's
when he
negative.
splits his face in two sometimes.
positive Paul
You
Stanley.
got to deal with fractions and stuff.
So I didn't. That's the thing. I didn't know how to react.
I've only
when,
had
when
alcohol.
Kiss, like when Kiss took off their
I'm
makeup.
not on their plane.
Did you have
sober as
integer
a bird.
Stanley?
I only had a beer. I don't know where.
Did you see?
No, this is just from my natural 51-year-old brain
Did you see integer
who
Stanley?
has to talk to 8-year-olds all day long.
Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty rad.
Fractions.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to hear these isolated vocals of Dave
Yeah.
Navarro?
Yes.
They're amazing.
No, Perry Farrell.
Or Perry Farrell. Here we go. Ready?
You can hear the band a bit in the background. Yeah. It's in the wrong spot.
Wanna be more like the ocean. I'm not talking baby all action. No, I'm talking
Wrong spot.
all action. Yeah. Oh,
Stop.
Say it. Oh.
He's taking a shit.
He just took a
That
shit.
sounds just
That's
frustration.
gonna be my.
Check this
That's
out.
gonna be my ringtone.
Now, hold on. Here we go. Ready?
Fuck these motherfuckers!
He's pointing at everybody on stage.
Fuck them! Fuck them! Fuck him!
He runs over to Dave in just a second.
Yeah. Oh, give it to him. Harder.
And he goes,
Oh, yeah. Stick it. Oh, there you go.
That's when he hits Dave. Pushes Dave.
That's what he pushes. Dave's like, dude, fucking go.
Punch.
Punch.
Did he sound like that in
Dude, that
Irving?
sounds like something I heard at the Night in the Clouds party night or something. And that sounds insane. That sounds like someone's taking a shit.
Sounds like my neighbor when he gets home from work.
Sounds like me when I get home from the show.
Fish, our guitar tech, Fish is on here. He wanted to bring this up right here. Did anybody see the
Man.
ragweed news? I know you guys are all metal rock guys, but
uh-uh.
Cross Canadian ragweed made a big thing about coming back. They've been teasing it for
Yeah, they're supposed to be playing a show at Dickies.
They're playing with
Open up.
Turnpike Troubadours in Oklahoma.
But they're also supposed to be doing
Do you
one
know
at Dickies
Delegard
that hadn't been
recorded them,
announced
Liam?
yet. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dave,
That ain't
said,
happening.
do you
They
know
said one
Delegard
time only.
recorded them?
And it's going to be
Yes,
like
sir, I
Jason
did.
Boland, Stoney the Roo,
Or-
Turnpike Troubadours,
Or Mike
and
McClure used his studio. One or
Cross
the other.
Canadian ragweed.
I know he was involved.
And, you know, they had said, Cody had said, like,
You know
it'll
how I know?
never happen again. We'll never be back on stage with
He
each other
changed
again.
my
And here they
date
are
in the
like,
studio
back
because
on stage
I was
together.
like, those motherfuckers.
And I'm just
dude.
sitting there going,
He went. Didn't you go to school with Cody?
No, well, he always played at UNT, so I was always running into him. He'd do open mics and stuff, and then my friend was in a band with Mike McClure, who was in Oklahoma too,
Yeah,
that
man.
Broken Bow, and all part of that Red Dirt scene.
I've got a really great story about Mike McClure.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
have
There's a
some-
lot of good ones, but
I have
anyway,
some pretty great videos of him on my phone that I
ruh-roh.
took in
You need to
person.
delete those.
The song we got
Yeah.
called "Take You for a Ride," the way that got written is a
hey.
wow.
I
I didn't know he was friends with Diddy. Okay.
Dude, come on, man. Mike's a better man than that. Come
But
on.
yeah,
Anyway,
they.
that's how I got to know him. And then Delegard recorded him too. Like let him use Mike McClure. Like use Delegard's studio back in the day for like that. I think they recorded that Dodge commercial, one of the Dodge commercial songs there that they did, because that's what really set Cross Canadian on their
He
way.
had the boo hatch.
There was
forever
a
up in his house. I don't know if he's. I
Cody?
think the boo hatch just got Mike.
oh, he was in the Great Divide back then. So
They're still doing touring.
oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so Mike
That's
got back
Yeah,
with the
right on.
Divide. They've been touring quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then him and his old lady have been doing some like duo shows together and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Man, Mike's such a great fucking
Oh yeah,
writer.
dude. That whole scene, man.
Oh,
It's
man.
like that's what that whole Texas, Oklahoma red dirt scene, man. There's so many good, great like
I like to think
storytelling
that
songwriters.
McClure, like in his prime. That's
Right.
when I like to think
Yeah.
I got McClure to write a song with him,
Yeah.
because
You did? Or
absolutely 100%.
You got a song that you wrote with him? That's
Yeah,
cool.
absolutely. It's called "Take
Fuck
You
yeah,
for a
dude.
Ride." Yeah,
Yeah, you had to come in and play it live
Dude.
on the interwebs.
it's the fucking
Here,
like in
my 7 string.
in the,
Play it in A.
Play it like Cornwood.
Play it name, play like Cornwood.
I got a corn tattoo.
you want to hear it? You want to hear the story?
Yeah, sure.
Go
ahead,
for it.
man. Yeah.
He this is like over 10, 12 years ago. So we had set up a meeting to come up and go to the Boo Hatch's studio, which the temple reminds me a shitload of that.
Thank you. It's very nice.
But his
I don't know if
like
that's a good thing.
he's in a basement, right?
Of
His
his
house. So we come pulling up full band, ready to record. We're gonna spend the weekend there. We've had this all planned out. We come pulling down his rock driveway, and there's McClure, and literally like he stole his fucking outfit from the dude, like robe,
Oh yeah.
like
yeah.
boxers on. He's got some.
He got a white Russian.
No, he had some bunny slippers on,
Oh yeah.
and he's got these big old purple shades on. And he's got a bag, and he's got geese all out in front of him, and he's feeding them, like feeding these peacocks and
Yeah.
these geese and shit, these birds. And he just dead stares us as we come pulling down, and he's like, "Hey man, what are you doing here?" And I go, "We got a recording session with you, man. I spoke to you like 2 days ago." He's like, "Oh fuck yeah, cool man. Well, you just tell your band to go home. I don't really need them." I mean, we can record some stuff with them, but just tell them to go home. We're just going to do a writing session. Okay. All right, I guess. Boys, take the van and go home, and I'll fucking find a way. You know, I was there. I wasn't leaving.
Yeah.
We go into the boo hatch, and we sit down, and he said, play that riff we were playing, you know, a month ago. And what hit me was like, you can remember that, but you can't remember the conversation we had 2 days ago. And so anyway, this is a long one, but I'm going to just shorten it down. It went from, we sat down, got on his computer, started writing, recorded the riff. We're starting to write some lyrics down. He just like he was sitting there like scratching some shit down, and kind of just goes, let's just stop right here. And I was like, all right. And he goes, let's do this. And he reaches down on a table and grabs this little medicine bottle out. And he said, here, you take this one. I'm going to take these. And I put it in. It's like, okay, we're dropping acid. All right. First of all, the boo hatch looks like something right out of that last scene of Fear and Loathing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where he's got the fucking alligator tail on him and shit. Like, that's what the boo hatch looks like. There is just shit going on everywhere. And so about an hour later, I'm fucking flying. And he's flying, and we're scribbling shit on paper. Like, just like, oh, this line right here, this will be a tongue twister, and this blah, 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 blah. And then somehow we ended up in his van and on the road driving, and he's in the passenger seat just fucking scribbling down shit. And he's like, just head down here, man, take a ride, get on the highway and just go south. We're going to cut through Texas. And 2 days later, we're in southern Louisiana. And we were sitting. He has rented a boat.
Crawdads.
And we are in the middle of the Pontchartrain, directly in the middle of the Pontchartrain. I've got my guitar with me, and we're sitting there. He's like, "All right," and we've eaten, and we've taken more acid, and we ate some more, and then we ate some more acid, and we just kept going. And I'm sitting in the middle of the Pontchartrain Lake with this guy, and he's like, "All right, get that guitar out. This is it." And he's like, look at the curvature, man. You can see the curvature of the earth. And you could. It was like you could see the curvature of the earth out there in the middle of the Pontchartrain. So that's one of the lines of the song. And then we started writing. And then we actually, everything that we had done on paper, I don't know where all that went. I'd love to read it. But it is it's gone into the cosmos. But this came out, this yellow pad of paper. And this is what came out. And then we got back in the van. Turned the boat back in, got back in the van, and he's like, all right, man, we'll see you later. I'm standing there on the side of the road, like,
down there in Louisiana.
I mean, what are you? I'm thinking, you moving the van? Or? I'm fucking frying.
Yeah.
Oh, he just went right back to Oklahoma
and left you there.
And I'm there. Like,
that's part of the journey.
And I just found a way to get back home.
What'd you do?
That's the last part.
I got on a
Suck
bus.
some dick?
That's like
suck some dick, man.
grass, gas, or ass.
Yeah.
Right.
The rules of the road.
I had a guitar in my hand. I just started walking, and
Right.
I found a place where I could get bus tickets. And
That's wild.
You took the bus back.
Took the bus back to Fort Worth.
That
Scratching your head.
And that fucking song has been one of my favorite songs we fucking played. We played it the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the second song. I think it's the one I do with the slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
That's
Wow,
right.
that's wild.
That's how that
That's a
song
good
got
story,
written.
man.
That's a
I'm not
badass
surprised.
story.
I'm not
That is
surprised
a
by
I think
that
the first
ending.
line's like, I'm going to head down there
That's-
to the middle of
you know
nowhere,
what that
just
reminded
up
me
from
of
New
is-
Orleans.
What
when
is
we
it
were south.
that Andrew used to do with those Denton musicians, and they'd all go camping up in and they would the one time they went and they had a bunch of would they call it witchy water or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And they are all tripping the whole time, and everything that came out of that session was so fucking good too.
Yeah,
I
'cause
remember it's like, fuck, that's awesome.
Your brain is constrained by garbage, and you gotta
Yeah.
A phone.
Just
you gotta
go-
massage
just
that-
getting out there,
massage
alone.
that frontal lobe just a little bit. I
Yeah.
mean, you don't have to go overboard, but you'd be amazed. Like
even
what
just
kinda
going
comes
out there and not even tripping.
Oh, seriously! Like
will-
just
will
being
help you out.
just going
It's
out
just
there
like-
and being quiet.
Yeah.
Quiet. Like
Take your
yeah,
shoes off,
absolutely
put your
quiet.
feet in the
yeah.
ground.
Like
That's-
touch some earth.
That's the thing is, like, I'm a night owl, and it drives my wife crazy because she's like, she gets to a certain, like a normal person's, like, gets tired, goes to bed. Me, I like do most of my thinking in the middle of the night when there's no noise, like at the street, because believe it or not, there are parts of Arlington that quiet down at a certain time of night, and about 3
I don't know.
o'clock.
That doesn't sound right at all. I don't
About-
think so either.
I don't believe
know.
this.
About,
It's already
Especially in your
lying.
neighborhood where there's drones flying
Yeah.
around.
y'all be nice to Arlington, man. That's my hometown, man. That's all. You're talking about the 010. Anyway, that's my favorite time of night, though. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I do a lot of thinking then.
Oh, the
It's
witching
like,
hour.
Yeah, it's like freaking right. That's when everything, even especially if the moon's out, you're just like, all right. This is,
As a drone flies
Break
over.
yourself.
Yeah, there's nothing like hanging out in the nothing like hanging out in Matt's backyard. Then all of a sudden,
Oh, fucking 310. That's
Yeah.
why.
I
and
saw
a drone flies
Dude,
by, and then you're like,
I saw another one the other night that was
"Please
like,
come out of your house.
more of like a-
Your house
No
is
shit.
surrounded."
God damn it.
that happened
Bring
like
the
a couple of
poop
weeks
knife.
ago. SWAT team went in like 4 doors down from me. Like I think right after it rained or right before it rained last. Freaking SWAT came in.
Did you not hear the creepy
To your
drone
house?
announcements they were spraying
No, not
all
my
over
house.
Arlington
Shit.
during
No.
4th of July?
Do what?
I didn't go down there then.
They had, well, it was all over the news, but drones were flying
don't
all
watch
over
the news.
Arlington
Yeah.
and just being
I
like,
saw some.
"Do not shoot off fireworks. If you are
Yeah.
caught shooting off fireworks, the
South
police
Arlington.
will be here." As they're flying, it's fucking RoboCop.
That's a target.
Did you see the link that I sent you with the drones? That I don't know if it was real, but
Fuck
I sent
that.
it to you
Give me a
and
shotgun.
Jeremy of the drones
Yeah.
that were carrying the robotic
Dogs,
dogs.
into Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen the
That's
fucking
insane.
10,000 drone deal in China that they just like look up that video?
I saw that
And then
this morning.
Unbelievable. Like that's terrifying.
Yeah.
No, it's teeth.
There's no
It's
way.
Terminator.
There's no way.
I was terrified
It's Skynet.
2 4th of Julys ago. We were just down here in fucking Inner H.
Grapevine.
Right down here, dude. Right down the street here on 26, and they did that fucking world record for most drones. And I'm sitting
yeah.
there as a drone pilot looking at this going, we're all fucked.
Did you see the one they
We
did
are
the other day?
all fucked.
They
Really?
broke the record again the other day
Yeah,
because
they
they
did.
did the
It's like
one with the
10,000.
sparks with the fireworks on them,
Yes.
and they did that giant eagle burning.
Where?
It's just
Down
like
the-
in
down the-
Mansfield. They did it. In
Oh
Mansfield.
yeah. I
Same
think I saw
company.
something-
The company's right down the road here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Awesome admiring your own demise.
Yeah.
Just be like, damn.
Praising the
Wait till
end
they,
of
wait till they
humanity.
figured out how to put knives on these blades and just fly by.
Jesus, like anything. No,
Dude,
really.
You don't need
Every
a
t-
beard.
Every time I take my drone out of its little carrying case, I'm like, I could mount a gun to
And
this.
they're getting small. The thing is they're getting smaller. And
Dustin
smaller
and
smaller.
I,
All it needs is
Dave,
a
were
little.
you at that show?
little
when Dustin-
size of
22
a pager.
suppressed.
when we almost came to blows because of the way that hostage situation was handled or something in Dallas. Oh no, it was after the shooting with the guy with the SK8.
The SKS that shot the cops
Yeah, the SKS.
in downtown Dallas.
Right. Were you
I
on
was-
here on that show?
I was not here on that show.
So we
But I know
almost
a cop
came to-
that was on the beat.
Well, Dustin and I almost came to blows with some small detail about the whole thing.
He
But
was
both of us
he
were,
was
like,
pro
freaking out.
robot death, and I was
Oh.
anti-robot
Yeah.
death.
Oh.
But anyway,
Where do you
we
sit
knew,
on this?
We knew.
Round 2, finish
Well,
him.
the thing is, we knew we were onto something when we started talking about that, and then shortly after that's when all these videos started coming out of these tricked up drones that they're using in Ukraine, and like all these robotics up in Boston, and now it's like that's not funny anymore. Like
It's
none
not
of
funny.
that's not.
I was
there's
looking
nothing
at the,
funny about
I was looking
this
at this
anymore.
one the other day, man. That ground, like like we see the guys out on the highways they're measuring for length where they're going to put in a road or they're going to
like surveyors, kind of.
Yeah. Now it's just and just send it up in the air and it fucking does a survey of the land.
I
Takes
heard
2 minutes, send it right back to you. Got it.
the strike.
Automation.
I heard part of the strike is automation.
Automation.
Yeah, it is part of the
It's gonna
talking
put-
about the
Yep.
long
They're saying
longshoremen.
Longshoremen.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
Yeah,
they
part of
want like a 77% pay increase.
It's like one of
Somewhere
the
in
top
there.
three, isn't it? Though the automation
over
thing?
over 6 years because they sign 6-year contracts at a time.
Yeah.
So it just so happens that they're fucking shitty timing. I don't believe in coincidences, but it is pretty shitty timing. That their contract was up yesterday at 12:01 or today.
Right in the middle of hurricane relief.
That's
Yeah,
how they
but it's
work.
it's bananas. You know that their chief, that guy, he gets paid fucking $700,000 a year.
The
He's
head
got
of
a
the union?
he's got a fucking
Yeah.
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 And that's all paid in
At
union
first,
dues.
I
That's what I was going to say.
That's
I've had-
why I got out.
I've been going. I've been
Motherfucker.
having this roller coaster of emotions like for 24 hours. I'm like, yeah, man, fuck those billionaires. I'm like, wait, he has a yacht? What the fuck? Why is he wearing those Gucci glasses? A $1,300 pair of glasses. The last video I saw, I'm like, come on, man, dress it down a little bit. If you want to fucking be with the people and like do the people shit, dress it down.
Yeah.
Like Just
For
There's
sure.
one.
But also,
union-
then again, I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, fuck those
wear some
billionaires. It's
Crocs.
just up and down.
But
Wear
if
some
there's
Crocs.
Wear some
one
Crocs.
union
Drink a
group
Budweiser,
I
for
would never
fuck's sake.
fuck with, it's the longshoremen.
Yeah, they seem
That's
dangerous.
mafia.
Boom.
Oh,
You'll wind
I
up in the
thought
bottom of rivers.
Isn't
I'm
the
the-
a lot
obviously
of
now I'm going to.
a lot of big cities
It's not for me,
waste management is
All
contracted.
right, I'm
out
half
to
Italian.
Yeah. The mob.
Yeah.
Yeah, never
We're
go.
cool with
Don't
the
go to
mob, by the
Joe's
way.
Pizza Pasta
Just
anymore.
want that to be known.
Also, yeah, by
We're
the
all
way-
good.
By the way,
Dave will go pick up a pizza one night.
Whatever they
He'll
want.
never show up again.
no,
He'll
whatever,
disappear.
Where
whatever,
at?
whatever they decide.
Remember what PETA?
Where's
PETA
it
said
at?
on stage.
They're gonna make me drive to
The-
Jersey.
Pizza Pasta.
You
We-
drive
Which
to
one?
Jersey.
We heard
All
what
of them, they're
PETA
all
said on
connected.
stage.
I used to deliver to them when I worked for Benny Keith's Foods.
And what'd you deliver?
Food, but
Formaldehyde.
also what was crazy is when I went into their freezer, above their freezer,
There's people.
they had pictures of them in suits in cemeteries,
Yeah.
and all their cars like BMWs and all that all had bulletproof glass.
I
in
had an
them.
ex-girlfriend that used to work for them and
For
told
Benny Keith?
all sorts of stories about
Joe's
Joe's
and
Pizza
I
Pasta.
delivered there from Benny.
Oh
Keith.
yeah, but I thought they were bought by a Ukrainian family.
Oh, the only one more
was it?
corrupt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think all the Joes.
We
got
watched a Ukrainian guy beat the fuck out of someone in the Rainbow Room.
Oh,
You
we
remember
did.
What
That
happened?
was his name was Dragon.
That guy was drunk
Dragon.
and was just started spouting off because these guys were the valet guys
Yeah.
and they were Ukrainian and they just
Oh yeah.
pounced him
So-
and beat the fuck out of him
Yeah,
in
they
the
had.
Rainbow
It
Room
was like a local fucking
in Sunset.
Sunset
Hollywood.
Strip dude that couldn't let go of the '80s.
Was that recently?
This was a
like
few years ago.
3 or 4 years ago.
But
But,
it was-
still, it was. I mean, in my life, it was recently.
It was
That's
after
cool.
Ding Dong died.
It was crazy though. Yeah, something happened. Like it
'Cause
was
his
like
chair
I
was
swear,
there.
if
the
you're
dude,
talking about
the
Yep,
valet,
oh my
the valet
gosh.
guy was like he was pretty cool. Like he was like
Here comes the
kinda
Motorhead
like
fans.
throwing it off, and then the guy
Let's
just
just
fucking
defend
throws a
every
punch and then
fan.
says something about Ukrainians, and then it was like holy shit.
They all jumped his ass and beat the
There's
fuck
a
out
bunch
of
of
him.
them. They came out
Yeah.
of nowhere. Like
Damn.
all
we're-
these valets.
We're just outside eating our
eating
spaghetti.
pasta. We're eating pasta, watching this at the Rainbow
Watching-
Room. We're like, I wonder, was it after Lemmy died?
Yeah.
It was after
Yeah,
Lemmy died.
we got that a while
It
ago.
was pretty sad.
Dustin called
'Cause
him
it-
Skippy Jack or something.
Skippy Jack.
I didn't call him Skippy Jack.
What'd you say then? Ding dong?
Ding Dong Nicodemus.
I was like, oh great, here comes the
Ding
Motorhead
dong Nicodemus.
fans.
Yeah, because I went and sat in his chair.
oh,
Did you go
so
touch? Did you
disrespectful.
go touch
man.
his statue?
His statue was his statue there then, or was it a couple
that
of years?
the-
I thought it took a couple of years to get in there.
Maybe it was.
Then
we always go back.
Yeah, we saw Ukrainians beat the shit out of this drunk guy, and then we left for
On Suns-
Compton.
on Sunset. yeah, on
Compton.
Sunset Boulevard. No one.
In the middle of the
ba-
night, we
y'all-
went
y'all-
cruising through
Y'all decided
Compton.
to do the Vice City tour.
Yeah.
Like, try to
Pretty
make
much.
see
On our way
yeah,
back
I
down
gotcha,
to
Try
to
get
what
a few stars on the
Right,
way.
there you go.
Becky in the chat room. She used to tell us that. What's that
Oh, I'm
town
trying-
we used
I
to
need to
stay
get
in?
signed back in because
Let
I
me
was
sign
telling
that,
Becky.
man.
Anaheim.
No, this town we
I
stay
need to get
in.
back in there.
Newport
Oh, Newport. Yeah,
was the
Newport
orgy
Beach.
capital of, or swinger capital, or
Well,
something.
now we
of-
know that. We can't.
Of
It
California.
Dude, there was a
It
crazy
costs more
hit.
for
Did
us.
you know that, Dave? There was a crazy hit like 2 weeks after we left, like on that first row of
Oh,
beach
yeah.
houses.
Yeah.
with
Like,
eggs.
No,
No.
Oh,
real
real
deal. Like
guns?
3
Yeah.
bodies, and like they thought it was professionally done. Like that's what the
That's what you don't.
investigation. It's like, dude,
When
jealous
orgies
husband,
don't go
for sure.
right.
no, it was probably us.
Oh,
it was probably
shit.
it was probably us acting a fool, like we were Ukrainian black metal on the beach right next to the
Well,
place.
that's right over on the beach.
Someone probably got whacked because of us.
Well, speaking of which, Becky's in the chat room.
I hope so.
We're coming in January.
In January.
We're coming in January.
We hope
Did
you
you
like
see the
6
dates
feet
on
under.
this?
I want to say
This is a weird thing to talk about on a podcast,
the
but
19th.
it's like a Tuesday through Saturday thing. There is no Sunday anymore.
So they're cutting out the audience experience.
Yeah,
So it's
so
all.
or they come. The audience comes in on Saturday.
Well, they do
It's
that.
probably that.
Probably that. Yeah.
So
but I also heard that Gibson and Fender are going to be back.
good.
Yeah, I know.
I need to get my Fender endorsement.
Don't we
Should.
all?
Not that. Not it's like. They usually had the best room. ESP has the best room, I think.
How about that
They're the
new
craziest
Fender
guitars.
Tele acoustic that you see flying? Jarrett Reddick's been using ever so often.
I don't know
Seen it,
until
it's
I
pretty
hear
cool.
it.
Oh, it sucks.
I don't know.
It's
See,
bad.
Kramer put one out in the fucking
I've
80s.
seen
It.
it.
was a thin line kind of thing. It sounds like shit.
Yep.
A
And
few
I can't
a few other
imagine it
people
sounding
have
any
shown
better.
up with
That's what that
Here and there.
freaking
I'll never forget Dave from
My Explorer. It's a cram. That cram. It's a Slammer was part of Kramer.
Hammer.
Oh, Hammer.
Hammer.
Kramer.
That's a two different.
Kramer's the
I'll
guy
draw
that
you
gives
a
you
picture
stock
later.
advice.
Oh,
Fire!
no! I thought the Slammer or Hammer, or whatever, was like a
Now!
Epiphone of that brand.
No, as an Epiphone of Hammer.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah.
all their shitty wood they put together. But
Right,
Hammer
right,
is
right.
not Kramer. Kramer is different.
Anything
Oh,
that
I thought
has
they were part of the same.
Steve Stevens plays Kramer's.
any guitar company that has two consonants right next to each other
I'm
that are the
confused.
same,
I
you're
fall
out.
down.
I think it's
Hammer,
funny that
Kramer,
they
Slammer.
they charge by USB
What was
the
the?
fenders.
What's
They do?
my?
Yeah, there's not a 9-volt. You got to charge it like a phone.
Dustin, do you remember
So
my
that goes off in
kryptonite?
the middle of the show.
You're fucked.
What's my kryptonite for a metal band to have?
Steel guitar.
Nope.
A song about it's all in my head,
That's-
demons in my
It's
head.
very close, but no. There's if this band uses this, if their guitarist uses this band,
Oh,
this guitar.
hold on. It's the thing. I know what it is. He hates Paul Reed Smith's
That's it.
PRS.
PRS.
Yeah.
If
And
you
he
play
hates
PRS,
fractals.
I'm out.
You also
and
hate
PRS.
fractals.
You hate fractals?
I turn around and walk the fuck out.
Why do you?
There's
I-
Periphery I'll listen to, and there's some bands like Seven Dust did it fine. I'll listen to that. But for the most part, if I see a PRS, especially if I see a PRS and a fractal, I'm out.
I nearly bought a PRS. the other day just to
Why
piss
do you
off.
hate? Why do you hate PRS?
I don't know.
I saw a
It's
pretty
just,
one. I saw a pretty one at Tone Shop.
Just not a PRS fan.
And I
I don't
nearly
like the
bought it.
sounds it makes. I don't
I
like
know.
any
I
of
know
the,
why. If
It's
I
just-
may,
Yeah, go ahead.
it's not a Gibson.
Yeah, that's probably it. It's not a
It's-
Gibson. It's not a.
It's Ted McCarty. It's
Yeah.
Ted McCarty.
Hey, McCarty's
It's not a
Yeah.
Gibson.
Says a
McCarty's
man
fucking
holding an
But-
Ibanez.
No, I'm
I
not
love
saying it.
Ibanez
I just said
now,
I
by the
was
way.
speaking for him. I'm
Yeah.
speaking for him. I know his reasoning.
And by the way, you
It's
have
like-
sold me
he's
on
like-
Ibanez. By the way, you two
I
guys.
didn't try to
both
sell
of y'all
anybody
sold
anything.
that to me.
I
did
told
pitch it.
I told Matt the
I
other
love
day
the guitar.
the Ibanez guitars and basses, they're the AK-47s of guitars. You can throw them in the dirt, you can
Yeah.
bury them, you can pull them back out, and they'll still play.
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
they're great instruments. They'll
Yeah.
they're
I just
all
think that's
around.
really
You can beat the
interesting
shit out of them, and they'll
I
still
don't
play.
know.
Like
I
like
love-
Gibson.
I don't know.
I know what it is. I know what it is too.
I don't
if
know
I
if
were
it's
to break
too
it
much-
down even more,
Honestly,
Because
I
he's
thi-
gay.
I think it's like lawyers versus like blue collar, white collar, blue collar kind of.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal, man.
because
No, it's mids. It's about there's more mids. I
Oh.
think in the guitar. I
In
think
what?
it's,
In what,
it's
a
just too
PRS?
much
you
in the
don't even know what
PRS.
mids
I think
are.
that's how you. I don't know, buddy. I don't know
I
about
like-
that.
I got to tell y'all this
I got
story.
6 down at the house.
I don't
I'm
think
gonna
I
take a
ever
ride
told-
on
It's
'em.
true. All I know how to do is dime my amps. So
I know.
I don't know why
Yeah,
I'm trying to
my
act like
second
that.
question would be, what amps is that PRS playing through that you're going, fuck that?
Well, the main thing is
And
if,
what-
if
and which
there's a
PRS?
preamp
It's a
called
fractal.
a fractal. That
Oh,
that
fuck.
really
I
that
mean-
really grinds my gears. But
He was playing it through a Line 6 pod,
yeah,
and it
yeah. No, but
I will agree
it's
the
the
Line 6
same
pod
thing
sucks.
though. The
Spider-
Line 6
Spider
player
3.
bands, the Line 6 player bands also were the PRS rock bands. It's like that. I don't know. They sounded just something that wasn't. It wasn't. I don't know. It didn't.
yeah. But if you don't play on a Wodja Craft
All I know
Metal
is-
Zone,
all I
you're
know
not
is bass
playing
and treble.
anything, right? Am I right?
So
No.
let's take
Maybe not.
let's take Pete from Chevelle for an example. All right.
I like
That's-
Chevelle.
I said
They're
he
a guilty
sounds all right.
pleasure of
He
mine.
sounds all right.
Okay,
When he's not
all right.
trying to sound like Adam Jones.
All PRSs.
Adam Jones didn't play on a PRS.
But
Pete, the lead
Yeah,
singer.
no, I
Yeah,
know of
Chevelle.
Chevelle.
But-
right.
His setup is now it is
Fractals and-
it was a fractal.
Yeah.
But no, what
It's just
you're,
not my
what
jam.
you're missing what you're missing the part of is that it's a fractal running into two Mesas, Mesa Roadster and a Mesa
So 90s.
what do you call it? Road King
It's
that
like
is running
Is that Papa Roach's rig?
that is running 2 Voxes that runs into 2 Fenders that runs into 412
Oh, that's got sounds
Mesa cab with an
that's a
orange
wall
cab.
Yeah.
of madness.
But then coming out to Fractal, you've got that going. So
Imagine
he's
that guy's
mixing.
guitar
He
tech.
mixes Friedman 45 and a Morgan
Yeah.
cabinet together in that. So you're running a Morgan, an orange,
That's why he's
a
being
Mesa,
defensive
a Fender.
about it.
Yeah.
He's running them all together, and so
Yeah.
they're panned because he can do that. 'Cause he can do- But the
Show
lesser
Dustin.
of the gear on stage is that you don't have all that gear on stage.
if Here's the
It's
deal.
Easy, it's
If-
easy with the
this
fractal
one-
because you can capture.
I shouldn't have brought it
all
up,
that
guys.
and
You know
put
what?
it
Let's
in-
just stop
Let me-
talking about it.
But it really does come down to the sound guy.
Guys,
That-
I'd like to tell you a secret. Here's the secret. If Matt played on a fractal,
He'd blow my mind.
He'd be
probably.
like, "This is the greatest fucking thing in the world.
Oh, totally.
It just changed my life."
Dude,
Yeah.
anytime you want to come
I
down to the
probably
house,
would.
man.
I fart around with like all the effects.
Sounds like a cry for help.
You know what? This is a cry for it. This is my. I cut my life into pieces.
This is your last resort.
Life's falling away from me.
But I do have to bring this up because this cracked me up.
A Paul Reed Smith fan.
Like a couple of months ago, out of nowhere, Matt sends me a text and goes, "Man, have you ever played on a wall bass?"
Yeah,
And this is only good for bass players, and I'm like,
yeah. I know of this.
I was
guitar.
like,
why don't you
no.
get one of those, man?
I've never touched one. My silly little hands, my peasant hands have never touched one because they're all made for each player. And you have to be invited to have
What'd
one
I
made
say?
for you.
I think I said,
And
why
they're-
don't you get one?
They're like $16,000, and I was like, no.
That's like
I've never
Matt's
played on a
text
wall
last
bass.
night about that drum, that snare.
Yes, you have, RoboTuner.
Oh,
If you've seen Tool, you've seen a wall.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what Justin plays?
I can't imagine having an $8,000 part of my equipment. That's not even his whole thing. Like, that's not the majority of a set. That's one little piece. $8,000.
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's like, why would you buy a $12,000 watch?
I know.
It's fucking
I
to
know.
get yourself
Yeah.
unkidnapped.
For the bitches.
You need a bartering tool.
That's right. It's
Here's
a bartering
here's my
But you,
$8,000.
but you would buy a $3,000.
Are y'all teaching me how to
Gibson
proposition
Les Paul?
women?
They're more than that. To get anything good
From
like,
Guitar
you gotta
Center, maybe.
Fucking, well, yeah, definitely from Guitar Center.
Definitely from Guitar Center. And of course, if you go to Tone Shop, they'll just be like, "Hey, how can we fuck you today? Come on in."
Ooh, that's
I'm
not
not.
gonna sit
I'm
well with
not.
our
I'm not scared to
endorsements.
say it. Those dudes are overcharging for like
Those are our
J150s,
endorsements,
J200s.
At Guitar Center?
No, at Tone Shop.
Oh.
100%.
I'm
I love going in there and looking at them. But
I'm not
pleading
saying
the
anything.
fifth.
I'm pleading-
I don't
like
know
it.
what you're talking about, man.
I
I
tend to
think
get a
somebody
good
puts-
deal there.
This is
Hey,
good.
that's all right.
No,
I like
but
my
that's
water.
just it, but that's, I mean, that.
I like
We live
water.
in a free country.
Water tastes good.
I don't know. I don't
sometimes.
shop there. I get
If
my
you
shit-
I'm
drink
not
it on your
shitting on
podcast.
everything.
I get my
they do.
shit on Temu.
I'm just saying, like, okay, like for instance, I've been in the market for a Gibson J200
Yeah.
or a J150,
Uh-huh.
right? I'm looking for both, and so I've been playing the J200 cutaway Epiphone forever. I've got two of them matching, and then I put a Fishman Matrix Wide pickup in both.
Well, you hear that? They then I need to adjust their prices.
So what I'm getting at is like
Needed
I'm
an
looking
update
at them
on
and they're
that
like
too,
running
Dustin.
even from Gibson they're running, but straight from the factory they're running like $400 to $6,500. But then you look at Tone Shop and they're running them $8,000. I'm going, come on, dude.
Make one.
Dude, that's
Well,
Biden's
I
America,
get it.
homie.
Just
No,
get-
but you make you one.
I mean, I basically
You
do
can
with
get
the
the
Epiphone.
parts and
I mean,
pieces
everything
and
on my
I think I'm gonna
Epiphone
do it.
is
I think I'm
Gibson
gonna. I think I'm
parts.
gonna make one.
There's this cool website called Temu.
shut
And
your
you
mouth.
Get everything off the Temu.
Shut your mouth.
Get everything off the Temu.
The pickups are so great.
That's not where you bought the.
No.
You bought those on Amazon, right?
Mine's real. Yeah. I bought it.
Oh,
Different pieces and parts
That's what I want. I'm gonna do what y'all
and
did.
build it out.
Yeah, that looks cool.
I basically got this one because I want to
They have the razor.
I want
back,
to
too.
stain and finish a guitar. I've never done that.
Oh, really?
So I want to do that and see the process of
Yeah.
doing all that.
They got the
with
razorback body too.
It's not
Yeah,
really
dude.
about the electronics and
No,
everything. I
but
mean,
you
I'll have
know
a
that
cool
would be
guitar
cool
when it's
putting
done.
That together, dude.
Me and my boy J-Rod took a Epiphone Les Paul
You know you would like
and
that.
sanded
If I
it
bought
down
that for
completely
Christmas,
and took the trim off
You'd
of
have
it and
anal
put
with
in new
me.
trim
Mhm.
and then put in
I
some
don't know
custom
about that.
pickups. And like, I think they're like
I
Seymour
consider
Duncan.
it though.
Well, not, but then we stained it like certain color and this and that. We were
I
back
hope no one
fucking
listens
20
to
years
us
ago.
on this part of the show
Still got it. Shit plays and fucking amazing.
Why?
because we're talking. About
I was hoping to do the banding and
sets
everything, but it already
with
came with
each other.
banding set.
You can
So
take
it's
it
like-
off.
Yeah, but
mean
if it's
binding?
on there. Or binding, sorry.
Binding.
I say banding, yeah, binding.
Yeah, banding is
Yeah.
something entirely different.
Late night. With
Banding.
the hook.
Late night on Newport
With the
Beach.
fish hook in Newport Beach.
before we get
With the
executed.
fish hook. Jesus Christ. I forgot you had that thing.
Yeah, didn't you
I was just looking.
buy that for someone that gave us that gift?
Pre-used.
Sheridan brought
I
it
wanna
up on
put
our
that
show.
in the- if you guys get rid of that, I want to put that in the
Heck
studio.
no, man. That'd be a curse if we did that.
Sheridan brought it
cursed
up, and I
forever.
ordered it that night, and it showed up the next day, and then I had to explain why there was an anal fish hook.
The next show. What? I thought it was
Sitting
the
in the
next
box.
show.
I got it off. I did it while we were
Oh,
talking
Temu?
on
Yeah.
Amazon, and it
Oh.
showed up the next day.
Man, that's service. What are they gonna do now that they're gonna go on strike too? Maybe
No more fish hooks.
no more fish hooks.
No more
No
24
more
hour
gag
fish
hooks
hooks.
over the night. Hmm.
No more ordering children.
I think that was Wayfair.
That's off Wayfair, right?
That's
Oh,
Temu.
Wayfair.
Oh,
Wayfair.
Temu.
Wayfair.
I haven't got any
It's on the
children yet.
TikTok shop.
I got a Monica for $12,000.
Who gives the best steals
A
on the sex
Monica?
dolls
Yeah,
now
it's
at
like
this
a-
point?
it's like a
which one?
cabinet.
Temu will
system.
send
A
you
small
weird
cabinet.
sex stuff every once in a while.
Right.
$50,000.
You'll be just going through your stuff and you'll be like, oh yeah, because usually it's all packaged in one thing.
Uh-huh.
So you'll be like, oh yeah, I ordered this. Oh yeah, I ordered this. Oh yeah, I ordered this. A butt plug.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this? What the hell?
Well, they want to
Does
see
he know?
if you're into experimenting
Does he know
because
yet?
He went
it
around
could
the other side.
it could
Oh,
put
oh,
what it's
Oh,
over
he
here.
flew
It's
away,
over here.
flew
It flew
away.
away. What was it? Did you get hit by a MiG?
Was it Junebug?
I don't know what it
The
was.
RPG?
Moth,
Yeah.
maybe.
Sure, we've been attacked in here, man.
Dude, we played
Vampire Bat.
2 weekends ago.
Yeah.
We played. No, it was this past weekend, Friday night. We played it. Or was this? I can't remember. No, it was Friday night. Yeah, we played it. Shit,
cricket.
what is that? Big Daddy's out on Grapevine Lake.
Oh yeah.
And we played 8 to 10. And as we're sitting there, people are coming in, they're getting their seats and shit. And then my fiddle player Corey was like, "Dude, look at the fucking stage." I look over. It is just a swarm of fucking, because you're on a lake.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just the lights are on.
So
It's
many bugs.
swarmed of bugs.
Did you
So
say
what was
so
funny
many
is when we got
drugs?
to
Bugs.
Yeah.
2 days later when we
think
got
you
to
said
Texas
drugs.
Live and we
I
opened
thought
up
you
the
said
guitar
drugs.
vault, they just went. They were just all coming
You
out.
still
of the,
had
there were
bugs in
still
them?
bugs coming out. I was like, holy shit! I opened up my pedal board. There they are. I was
Yeah,
like,
lake bugs are fucking.
gotta be
gross.
kidding me.
Especially
That's the
around
only
lights.
bad thing
So
about a
bad.
lake. Like I'd love to live on a lake.
But the lights that they have on the docks are so fucking bright.
Oh, dude, the
Yeah.
protein was immense that night.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Mm.
Every time I would breathe in to sing, I was like, well, there's another one. And there's another one. And there's another one.
I think I'm getting poisoned by chitons.
So if y'all didn't know this, we have a comet in our midst,
Oh, really?
and the last few days you've been able to see it. Well, cameras have been able to see it in the mornings.
Oh, comet.
A comet.
Yeah,
You mean,
not
you
comic.
mean Moon 2?
Comet.
The second moon?
CLMT.
Yeah.
No, this is
Matt Rife isn't about to walk through the door.
the second moon is
Something.
an asteroid, a little like 12-meter
It's not
asteroid.
Nirubu.
No, but we have a comet
Okay.
that is gracing us with its presence. In the last few mornings, you've been able, this morning they said you could see it with your naked eye, right before the sun came up. But it's reversing and coming back towards the Earth.
Thank
and on
God.
October 12th,
Yeah, fucking
Yes!
finally. Meteor 2024.
25. Make it happen.
on October around the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th
Of November.
Change
of
our
October.
Shit.
podcast to Doomsday
Well, I
podcast.
turned-
October
It's a month
surprise.
before. It's a month
I
before.
turned 43 on Thursday, so that'll make it. Yeah. All right. Well, all
No,
right.
that's good.
I
That's a
made
good
it to
run.
43.
That's
I
a
made
good
it.
run.
That's
That's a good run.
All right.
I was.
But you'll
Well,
be
it's
able to
only
see it in
downhill
the
from there,
in the
really, honestly.
evening with the naked eye. It's going to be bright out to the west.
But it's
so-
always just all
It's-
these
it's-
millions of comets that just
Yeah.
seem to just go around the Earth. It's kind of like we have a shield. It's like Spaceballs wasn't wrong.
we do have a
We
shield.
do.
Code 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Holy shit. I had the same coat on my luggage.
Forgot all about that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So over the next couple of weeks, just take a look to the sky
All right. Well, like which
in
direction?
the evenings,
Which
to
direction?
the west,
To the
after
west.
the sun,
In the evenings.
You look
As
to
the
the
sun goes down.
sky.
just
When the
before
morning.
you die,
In
because
the
it's the
morning.
last time you will. Dun 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 dun.
He
Got it.
left him
I got it.
speechless, man.
I got it.
I didn't know what else to say.
I
was
used
like-
to know the words to that song For Him the Bell Tolls because a band of mine played it.
I
and
like the dude
loved
who's been
it.
doing the George Strait tunes and using AI to use James Hetfield's voice singing "Nothing Else Matters," but putting
Yeah.
it to a George Strait song.
Yeah,
And he got in
we
trouble
beat
for
those
that.
to
Did he
death.
really?
Yeah, he stopped.
He got in trouble.
He
Not
got
the
in
AI
trouble.
that did it.
James Hetfield got pissed at him. Mr.
Why?
Napster.
on, man.
Shouldn't have.
Napster, bad.
That's more Lars though, but yeah, I still agree.
No, Lars was talking about
Lars was super,
and James was.
Lars
I just
was
feel
ultra
like-
natural.
I just
Really?
feel like
Remember those
if,
cartoons? Are those still
If
up?
kids
No,
were
no, it's
start
Lars.
paying for their tracks on their records,
Sounds just like
then maybe
does. That's
yeah,
good.
I don't know, would fucking make some money or something.
say something about
So-
tennis.
And then
And I
go
like
sell
tennis
some
a
art.
lot.
More smacking.
My wife does art too, but it's not like art that any
We collect
motherfucker can come to.
I've
So
got to
I
go
just feel
sell
like we're
this. I'm
really-
probably going to
we're
make
real
4
loud
million
band
off
today.
this piece of painting.
Like, shut up,
This
Lars.
podcast is getting shut down tomorrow.
Dude, every time
Lars is
I'm,
gonna be
I'm
your
surprised
front
you
door.
don't have your shirt on that you love to wear.
Oh,
Every time we go to
my
NAM,
favorite
like
shirt.
every day,
I get the craziest looks with
The-
that shirt.
this should have been him.
It's got a picture.
Should've
Of,
been
Should've been
Lars.
It's got a
Lars.
pic. Yeah, it's got a picture of Cliff Burton and Lars.
Oh yeah.
And it says should have
Should've
been
been him.
Lars.
Oh fuck.
Should just steal the line from a movie and be like, "Wrong kid, dad."
Yeah, basically, wrong kid died. But every time
Wrong
I wear it to a
kid.
show, every time
The
I wear
good
it to a
son
show,
always
I get
dies.
these looks. I get these looks of like, oh yeah.
Yeah, see,
At first, it was
she's like,
it's
"What
a-
the fuck?"
They're
And then like,
incredulous. Like at the beginning,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
what
yeah,
the
yeah. You're right. You're right.
Okay.
I see it. I see it.
It's a yeah. It's one of those.
like Lars Ulrich from Metallica. I worked for years to get where I am today.
Is that
years
Napster?
and years of playing clubs and recording demo
does sound
tapes.
just like-
Me and my buddy like James Hetfield here have shed blood, sweat, and motherfucking beer to get where we are today. Beer. And now we're fucking wealthy beyond,
did
like
that?
belief. I mean, the other day was like obvious to me how much money we have because our faces, like motherfucking Jason Newsted bought his very first gold-plated Ferrari, and the fucking thing came with, like a pool of
Gold-plated
naked Filipino sex slaves and this Mexican houseboy, all free just because he's from Metallica,
I don't think this
Fucking
sounds
rich,
very
man.
woke.
So where was I? Oh
This
yeah,
is old.
all you post-pubescent
Kind of
boys
trash
bought,
are you
like,
watching?
our
95.
albums and our
Is that you?
T-shirts and our concert videos and
I don't know where this is from.
yeah, T-shirts.
that
You have
James?
fans who
James
like bang your
Edward
heads
Garcia
or a
for
concert.
his
for,
He's like Frankenstein.
$200 for a ticket, $20 for like a CD, like $50 for a Metallica T-shirt, and like $100 for a genuine Metallica cock ring. You're all fucking awesome, and we'll never forget you. You fucking made us rich. You fucking made us popular. You got us under the cover of, like Kerrang
This guy's
magazine.
fired up.
I worship you. You, the Metallica fan. Good. Unless you downloaded IntelliSleeps Leaks from Napster, then you're going to motherfucking jail. You're motherfucking meat. You'll be some fat, greasy, tattooed bastard's buttery cornhole. Who do you think you?
James holds up some meat.
Napster, bad.
That was that an actual real time video? Because that's what it sounded like.
It was. It was
100%.
piped right
Like, that
into
was
there.
like, is that a hidden camera? I mean,
was.
hidden microphone. Because that's what exactly what
You know
he
what
said.
I
They
want
did a
you
whole
to-
series, and that series was great.
You know what I want you to
They
look
must
up,
have-
man?
They must have been
And
murdered.
I think I don't think we've listened to it in a while. Is the slowed down Metallica cover that came out with during COVID? The
The-
guys from wasn't it Mastodon and who did it?
The 10 minutes or the 2 minutes to midnight.
Is that what it was?
You've heard this, didn't you hear this, Dave?
I don't know.
It's
2 minutes to
awesome.
midnight?
Have you ever heard Richard Cheese?
Yes,
Richard Cheese.
he did a whole Nine Inch Nails record.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
The new temple will be huge.
Yeah, it's gonna be on a compound.
Wait till you see the new temple.
It's in a missile silo.
Where's it
So
at?
it's gonna be big.
It's none of your fucking business. When I tell you where it's gonna be, then you'll
I'll
know
show
where it's
up.
gonna be.
Guys, settle down, man. Settle the fuck down.
Stop being nosy into my shit.
I'm already having chest pains.
What was the?
Let's calm
You
down.
need the Hamlet?
What was
Not
that?
yet. What's
What
that?
song was it?
Which one?
It was Blackened, wasn't it?
Yeah,
But
it was one of
slow?
the either that or like Whiplash. It was one of their fucking thrashers, wasn't it?
But the slow parts are fast and the fast parts are slow.
Oh, I thought they played the whole thing just
Yeah.
slow, like slower BPMs.
Do you ever watch 2 minutes to
It's
late
good
night?
stuff.
It's this guy. He gets a bunch of different band members together and they cover different songs, and it's
We should do something like that locally. Remember
we should.
the
If
and also
people around here were fucking cool.
I'm really interested to see
that's
your
a call
singers.
out.
I'm really interested to see your singer do Billy Idol.
Oh, it's
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
be
it'll be
great.
awesome.
You just wait.
I've caught it a couple of times, a little
Yeah.
here and there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good. You
And
wait till
in
you
fact,
see our outfits.
Ladies and
So I can
gentlemen, I don't
imagine.
know if we've mentioned it, but we've got a rock show coming up at the 24th. 25th. 25th.
Friday, the 25th of
Yes.
October is the Do Fort Halloween show.
There'll be Billy Idol at the drive-in. Oh, no. Bands that are actually covering it. Right.
Drag the Ocean doing Corn.
Yes.
Temporal Distortions doing At the Drive-In. Then
I like your enthusiasm about this rock show.
No, I'm trying to remember them
Oh.
all. Spectacle doing Billy Idol, and then Shallon Death Squad and
Doing Soundgarden.
doing Soundgarden. It'll be a fun night. It's 4 nights. It's in Cicada, at the Cicada.
Yeah.
And where's
in
the
Fort
cicada?
Worth. At Fort
Main at
Worth.
Southside.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The
I
old
never
Mass
been there.
building, Main at Southside.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
That building is now the Cicada
All right.
for a little while now. 2 years?
Yeah.
A year, 2 years?
I
Um,
get down that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be.
Party time.
It'll be a good night. We haven't done a Do Fort Halloween since COVID, so this is the first one back. The last time, what was the last time?
It was COVID.
But what did we do? Who all played?
We did
Rammstein,
System of a Down.
System of a Down, Korn, and who else?
Was it Depeche Mode?
Depeche Mode, and was there someone else?
311.
311.
Oh, yeah. 311.
Yeah, it was 5 bands.
It was
that,
good.
That night.
It was really good.
It was great. So, yes, also, our host is RoboTuner, has to put in the chat room. Our host will be Skip Redstone and our buddy Brian Breckenridge, who is doing Mitch Hedberg. So we're going to have a cover comedian. We're going to have 4 cover
I
bands
think that's awesome.
and a cover comedian.
So when we did,
And then hopefully Skip Redstone covers Elmo,
That'd be weird.
since they're both red.
I mean, it works, but it's just, I don't know how many people are going to
One
be
of the-
interested
one of
in
the
an
first-
Elmo
Hey, can I
set.
get one of those waters from you?
Oh, yeah.
No.
one of the
You wanna
first
laugh?
Do For It's Halloween shows.
Elmo.
Tickle me.
Tickle me.
Well, that's a good pickup line.
Thank you, sir.
We had Jason Pickett play Rob Reiner when we were doing Spinal Tap.
Who was
he
it
did a
that
whole intro. It was awesome.
Who was it that played the cocaine clown when we
Oh,
did
that was, Dave. That was
Death Clock?
David Rizzo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Showed up as Dr.
Dr.
Roxo.
Roxo, cocaine.
The
Yeah.
cocaine clown.
clown.
Yeah.
That dude always has hot chicks around him, man.
I love cocaine.
Well,
I love cocaine.
Well,
yeah. Death
When
Clock.
are you guys moving to the new temple?
He said it's none of our fucking business.
Oh,
None of
I
his
didn't- I
business.
didn't
I'll
hear
tell
that.
you.
Oh, okay.
No,
cool.
we have to build it. If we
That's
build
good.
it, they will come.
That was
They will
good.
come. All right,
Yeah.
fair enough.
All
That's gonna-
over all
that's-
over Matt's face.
That's going to be
neck
in
and
our
chest.
podcast movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we finally make a podcast movie, that's going to be in it.
That
For
will
sure.
be, we have the documentary that needs to
What,
be
Dustin
finished.
coming on your chest?
I need to start Texaxis.
I think they
So,
actually have footage of that already.
We actually have a documentary that's been shot for a while, and the only thing that's holding it up from being finished is interviews from us.
Oh, yeah.
We have to sit down and
So
do an
someone has to
interview.
be interested enough.
Dude, I
That's
live
a
right
good
down the
question.
street, man. Just
Yeah,
come
I'd
to
bring my camera
come
over.
to Crystal Lake. We'll film it, and I'll.
Well, it's like
you know,
we
I'll
just
get
got to
done for
find time to where we're both interested in being interviewed.
yeah.
Yeah.
like Tuesdays.
some
What you guys
dedication.
are doing? I mean, we could do it right now.
That takes true dedication
Fact,
right
yeah.
there. Like
It
that,
does.
that takes someone putting something in the calendar and stuff. So
Yeah, we'd have to sit down and go,
That
oh,
makes it feel like a
this week
job.
we gotta.
Do you need
Man, we even paid for good.
I'll be so
narration.
cocky too. I'll be like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, our narrator of the documentary is a major brand name. He's huge. There's big money behind
Is
all
it
this.
Morgan
We didn't put it
Freeman?
together.
I'm gonna be like
It's,
this, dude.
But we just gotta
it's
sit down and
another-
do it.
Two men, one temple.
Well, how long did it take you to record
We're gonna get this started.
Vinegaroon?
We're gonna get this started.
Matt, how long did it take you to record
Matt and
Vinegaroon?
Dustin.
No, yeah, it's stressful. Cause remember how hot it was, and we
but
were
that
hungover
guy
and shit?
asked us to
Yeah.
do the audiobook
Yeah,
for how long? And he's like, "Are y'all gonna do it? Are y'all?
yeah,
Have y'all recorded it yet?"
yeah. It took
What
us
is
a
it?
minute.
Named
Took us
after
like
a
2
man that
months.
couldn't pay his
Oh, I thought it was
bills.
longer than that, wasn't it?
Matt's
did
on
it.
Audible
Oh
Yeah.
really?
singing Vinegaroon. He reads a short story.
Vinegaroons. That's how I'd say it. The start of it. It's like in 3, 2, 1. Vinegaroons. I'm so hungover, Dustin. And Dustin was like, cut. It took us like 9 hours, dude.
We just
It
got
took us
right
like
there.
9 hours.
I had to set up all sorts of mics and
I gotta take a
sound
break.
stuff and everything. To
I gotta
make him
take a
sound-
break, Dustin.
He had his. He had the- it was so dead in here. It was like NPR. And then he's like,
Play it. You got it on.
Battlegrounds.
let's see. Let me.
It's like
hold on.
I didn't even know. I wasn't even sure how you said the real word. Like I didn't know, and that was the
very
title.
first
It was.
I wrote
Here it goes.
2019
Listen to this.
Boutricon Anthology.
Sounds
Look,
so
everybody
awkward.
thinks we're full of
Diamonds
shit, but this is
edited by
true.
Rick Allerman.
This
and
is
published
not
by
AI.
Diamond Books.
This was
The
before
50th anniversary of this convention was held in Dallas, Texas, so all the short stories are Texas-based.
See, this is a Texas-based
For audio, I
short
needed
story.
the right voice and came across that in the Jerry Jonestown Massacre,
What's
a
up?
weekly podcast
Represent.
from Matt Stubbs and Dustin Schneider.
Yeah.
Check it out at JerryJonestownMassacre.com.
Vinegars.
A huge
All right, let's see here.
I ran.
Oh, see
me something there.
Hold on, let's back it up.
Lady didn't.
Oh,
it was terrible.
Sounds just
A
like
huge
you.
thanks to Matt Stubbs for narrating and Dustin Schneider for directing and engineering the audio.
You ready?
Enjoy.
Here it comes.
Vinegroon by John Shepard.
Wait.
The Vinegroon.
Do it again. I can't look at him.
Vinegroon.
You can't look at him.
No.
All right, here we go. Hold on,
Sounds
ready?
exactly like
It is him. That's why it sounds
It's
exactly.
me.
No,
No,
I
it really
know,
is
You
me.
don't understand. Like he repeated it exactly how.
Vinegroon. Vinegroon. By
I just wanted to hear it again.
Vinegar.
It wasn't
John
fun,
Shepard.
man.
We should just have this play in the background. As he's
Well,
like,
you know-
The old lady didn't trust banks. She buried her money. I was there to take it.
it's a
I
good.
stood You should outside do the a spaghetti farmhouse in the western dark, under trying it. my best to be quiet.
So you had him do the narration
Dave.
before, like, is
should
it a
go in and
storybook?
It
do
is.
a
It's a
spaghetti
storybook.
western behind
He sent
it
us the
and then
script
send
and
it
everything.
back to
for
him.
it's a story.
The dude's
so-
cool. Like he paid.
So why don't
what
you
did we
just
get?
do it as the
I
storybook?
think we got Starbucks gift cards or something.
What's stopping you from putting it? What's the holdup?
About what?
No, this is already done. This is
Oh.
on Audible and everything. You
Oh,
can go
okay,
grab
okay,
it,
okay, okay,
download
okay.
it, listen to it.
But you're saying the documentary. What was?
The documentary is
That's still
just
up in the air.
us two having a
Vinegrons.
sit-down interview,
Vinegar.
like the what do you call it? The stand-up interviews or whatever. The sit-down.
Well,
The
just
diary
Pick a
room.
location and pick a time.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
a studio that could already make it happen pretty easily. And he
We just
listens
gotta
to the
do it.
show. We just gotta go over there and
We gotta go
invite
there and
people
do
to do it.
I mean,
the
you
only
can just
thing.
sit here. We put a camera down there.
Yeah, I don't want to do it in here
Take
though.
the mics out.
I don't want to
clean
do it
the
in here
table.
because there's too much of the footage used in the documentaries in
Do
here.
it.
I'd rather
Do
do
it
it.
I got a
Crystal
weird
Lake?
social anxiety
Good,
thing
yeah.
now too, so I got to get mentally prepared for something like that too. 'Cause
My idea was to
Can
do
you
it in
do
the
them in
middle
a
of
You
lab?
know
I
the
might see a
best way
vinegar.
to
I might
do
see a
that
vinegroon.
is to not be
Vinegar?
mentally prepared.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious. Like when we do
Yeah, you don't
pair
have to
theory
be-
or we have to do shit like that, like I don't mentally prepare myself to go in and talk about the episode. Like I just talk about and then we
That's
then
how
we
I get
edit
mentally
through
prepared.
it. Edit through it.
And then
All right.
I'm there. I'm in the zone.
I wanted to do
Seems very-
my shot,
very realistic.
my diary room shot, just in the middle of an empty parking lot.
Okay.
Just like- it's just
The
like-
body laying in the background.
And you're just like, what's going on? People walking around and stuff, or cars driving or whatever. You're just like, why did he do that?
then
Why
it's
did
like
he just
that
do it in the
dude,
studio?
Justin Danger Nunley.
When
that's
they
on,
come up here, you-
TikTok.
Yeah.
He's always doing these goofy ass videos, but he's got like a mannequin that's wrapped up in plastic and looks like a body bag just laying in the background. And he's always like stepping over it, going around it.
There you go, Dustin. Take notes on that.
Yeah.
In it,
Right there.
In it, yes.
Yeah,
that'd
dude,
be
it works.
awesome.
It works.
There's something
That'd
going
be
on in the
awesome.
background.
You just walk over a body.
Becky has a request, Matt,
Yes, ma'am.
that we put out a JJTM douche and call it vinegar.
That's actually genius. That's marketing
pretty genius.
Strike one.
You'll
That
be
is
able to get it on
marketing
Temu.
genius. We can
We're
get
gonna
it on
get
Temu.
We're gonna get it up on Temu.
Genius.
Big
I love
old
that.
red bag that says vinegar.
Jerry Jonestown Massacre. Vinegar.
Vinegar. All right, so
Brought to you.
With a picture of both you and me
Brought to
going.
you by the freshness of vinegar.
we're standing like Steve Stevenson or whatever it is.
Steve Stevens.
Steve
What the
Stevens.
hell is that?
Vinegar.
Oh, is that your guitar?
She
No.
wants a percentage already.
I think it was a.
We'll make something.
We'll give
out
it-
for
we'll give
sure.
it.
Yeah. It'll be worth your while.
All right, so
Sorry, man.
Stop
I didn't mean
playing
to
you
offend
brought up
you.
para theory.
Vinegar.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, I'm about to go stomping on the grounds of Pumpkin Nights.
Oh yeah.
And
You're
all
be
I'm
right
going
at
to
the
think
Waples.
about is this
Totally.
ghost guy walking around and getting hit by the train and all this stuff.
Yeah. What night are you guys going?
I don't know. We got to get the tickets, but
You and your old lady are gonna go, or what? Are you guys gonna go?
It's a whole
So
party.
Oh, really?
What are y'all talking about?
Pumpkin nights.
Pumpkin nights.
Pumpkin nights.
Where's that at?
In Arlington.
Yeah. It's at the place we did the
where we
Waypulse.
did the
Kind of stepped in that
investigation
one,
at.
didn't I?
In the 010. Or what the fuck you said earlier.
Dustin's getting really mean.
I gotta get a
Was
hold
it
of you
last
anyway.
week? You're like,
'cause we gotta
I'm the world's greatest.
after that, we got a music video to shoot there.
Are you going to shoot during Pumpkin Night?
No.
I was
no.
like, damn, dude,
We
that
got- it's
hurt.
gotta be
I said that only when I was
That
drunk.
barn that we were in upstairs
Yeah.
is when it's got this huge fucking window on both sides of it, and when the light shines through there, and you got haze coming through there, it just
Yeah.
looks fucking killer. So, like for a ballad or something, this is a perfect spot for us to do. I mean, Deadwood is like.
What if
you
the
know, it's all
ghost
acoustic.
hops on with y'all and just takes
Come
off
on
with
in.
you?
Dude, look, I always say, man, like, fucking come on back
They're
home.
hangers, man.
Come on.
Saggers.
He's the one that's always like, I ain't trying to take home shit with me. I'm just like, dude, if something comes to my house, starts turning off lights,
Dude, you're
I'm
opening
not
your
leaving
mind.
it- I'm not leaving
You're opening
anywhere.
your mind to Beelzebub, sir. Don't
Come
say
on.
that on here,
Oh,
man.
shit.
Woo.
He said it. He's already said it before.
Yeah, it's like,
Just make them sign a release.
Yeah, that is not a part of Jerry
Hey,
Jonestown
hey, hey.
Massacre. We want no
Satan,
part
listen.
of that.
Hey,
Right
before you start acting out there, buddy.
Yeah.
Here you go. You're
We
gonna
don't
have
want
some
no
rules.
part
You're
of
gonna
that.
need your
some
signature.
fucking rules
don't want
here
any
that,
part of
that
this.
you obviously don't follow
Fire.
anyway.
Dustin, we're not a part of this. This is you and Beelzebub, okay? Not us. We're out.
So yeah,
We take Saddam's side on
I
this.
thought you were going to come with us.
I thought you would be fighting with us.
We're gonna do some different shit on the next step or the next season. If there is a season, I mean after
Get
what
too
we
high
did
on
in
these
season one,
shows.
that's why we've been like kind of paused. It's like, fuck, do we do now? Like that.
There's more creepy places
I
around
mean,
here. to
so
go.
yes,
many
but
more,
It's
dude.
changing. Like
You haven't even hit
for the
Houston.
viewer. Like it's like
you're gonna get
There's so many dead
killed.
things in
we
Houston
want to try
from
some
there to
different.
Galveston.
We got some ideas that we're kicking around
Yeah.
the table that are just different than going out and just ghost
Killing
hunting in a
fields,
creepy
man.
building or a house. It's
What about your idea where everybody spends a night in a different building?
Yeah, that
Yes,
was
And
awesome.
whatever
that is
town
still on the
was.
table. 100%.
We're still completely
Yeah.
gonna. We'll be host, but we're not in it. I'm not doing that.
You don't want to do that?
No, we'll host it like, hey, well, let's check up on Dave and his podcast
No,
show, but we're not going to stay there.
Why
No,
not?
no. Man,
Why?
screw that. I'm scared.
See, it's
Yeah.
like positioning
Everybody
yourself
talks
as Joe
shit
Rogan.
till it's time to get hit. You get in there and you're like, fuck this, I'm out.
Are you in?
Right?
What?
No, we're
Yeah,
good.
I'm in
Just
all
the-
the.
Like
I wanna,
you're not. You don't.
I want to
you
go
don't-
on one of these
I thought
trips.
I thought we agreed we were just going to be the host, kind of like
You
They're
agreed
going to do that.
because you're scared.
I don't know, man. That's a
Nothing to be
lot.
scared of. They all go after Justin.
Maybe they'll just go for you.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Go for
I don't
Maybe.
know.
Maybe it'll be
How
like
about
Becky.
we do? How about we
I
dip?
get
How
ghost
about we
raped.
dip my toes in this thing? Like we feel the water a little bit before I jump in some insane asylum out in the middle of fucking West
I got an
Texas. or
idea.
anything.
Next
So
time
that
I
you're-
come
I
over,
got an
I'll
idea.
bring the
So
spirit
you're
box
in-
and let
you're
you
in your
check it
comfort
out.
zone?
I don't, you know, we can
Why
leave the
don't we
spirit box at
cross
home.
because Para Theory kicks up? We kick off we're going to be kicking off a Para Theory podcast.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Oh, sweet.
So what if we cross-platform, take the
course.
show to a location and do the
I
podcast
don't
inside
like
the
where this is
location?
I'm
going,
in.
Dave.
That would be cool.
You
I'd do
absolutely
it.
have to do that.
And we'll do
I
it.
don't
We'll do
think
an
this is a
investigation
good
while we're
idea.
there. That way, you're in your comfort zone.
Okay.
We're in our comfort zone.
I'd do it.
Be fun
I'm
as
down
shit.
with that.
Yeah,
I'd see what the hell's going on.
you're totally down.
Matt's pee-pee shrunk inside of him.
That's just
Poop your own
normal.
wiener.
No, but we do have some cool ideas that are being kicked around the table. Like, okay, for instance, here's one that's like pretty harmless. We want to go out and test a theory about the Anson Lights out in Anson, Texas.
Like
Right.
that's cool. I'm in with that.
Yeah,
but
because that's something that
I'm
like,
talking
happens
about
every
like,
night.
that shit with y'all
Millions
going
of
to
people have
people's
seen it.
insane
Sound like Marfa-
asylums and
or
stuff.
the
All that
Marfa
VA.
lights that are every once in a while.
It's this
I don't want to
old
do no
tale.
VA,
Like,
old
we're
VAs
kinda
where
talking
the
like doing
Texas
like a-
Chainsaw Massacre happened though, or
No.
nothing like that, dude.
Today-
Not on my first run.
Hey, today's 50th anniversary of it being released.
Oh, really?
Of
Oh,
Texas
sweet.
Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
Cheapest
cheers
was
to that.
had the record for the cheapest ever made to make so much money.
Yep.
cheaper
for a while.
than Blair Witch.
Well, no, at the time.
At the time, yeah, I
There's
think it was. It cost what 150 grand is what they said it cost. But then didn't a book come out and said it cost really closer to 300,
I don't remember.
which is
I don't
still
know.
not very much to have
Somebody-
such success.
Somebody didn't get
But a lot of
paid.
people were freaked out about that.
It's all the
movie, too, when
sound
it came
people,
out.
man, got fucked.
Rob
like
Zombie is
normal.
releasing Fred this month.
Dude, that
He's got
reminds
his
me,
new
you should do
series
that
of
Guitar
Freddy
Tech
Krueger
gig.
coming out this month.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Mhm.
Okay, so anyway, back to the deal. You're going to go out to the Anson Lights.
We're That's an idea. That's on the table. Like we're kicking around ideas to do something different,
Yeah.
completely different. Instead of like, dude, you go out investigating, etc., and then we happen to catch the Holy Grail.
I'll go out.
It's like, what then?
I ain't
We
scared
saw
of any
it.
ghost.
There
One
it
walks
is.
up on me.
Cool.
I'll just be like, motherfucker, gat.
It does nothing.
Oh, that shoots through
It
him.
just does nothing.
Fuck up.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
My eyes
Most,
didn't
most
work.
of the
I
time,
would do
dude,
it. I would
I've said this
never
once,
be
I'll say it again, man. Most of the time, it was just us
I don't have time.
talking in the dark.
I'm too good for it.
This shit's happening all around us, and we
can't-
don't even know what's
can't
fucking
afford
happening.
What I'm interested in is all your little
I'd be
toys, your
terrible at
devices. I want to see all that work.
That's something that we're
I really
like,
want to see that
coming
work.
down, like
Just looking at a rat nest
shortening,
of
like
like
pinpointing what we used last season,
Yeah.
and going with
Fractal.
the ones that actually did something, not the ones that were highly sus. You know what I mean? Like there was some of them that we used that I was just like, whatever, the fuck ever. Like the cat balls, dude, it could be a malfunction until one gets picked up and thrown across the fucking room. Like I'm not gonna, but
cat's
like
balls.
having the mag light up on the
Yeah.
table and then
We put those
having
out
it be
everywhere.
sitting there, no one's touching it, no one's touching the table, and having that thing get pushed
Draws
off
in
the
the
table.
spirits.
That was
Yeah.
pretty fucking good for us.
Yeah.
You guys are both photographers, and be taking pictures on your phone and catching some of the shit we caught in photos was like, this isn't an orb.
It's not orbs.
It's- yeah,
You can see a figure.
you
in
can
some
see
of
a
them.
full fucking person standing
Dude,
there,
I saw
you know?
the picture that you showed me of the North Richland Hills jail,
Yeah.
man. That's no
Yeah.
joke.
Dude, it's funny. Presley.
That's the real deal.
When we did the
That's freaky.
when we did the deal up
And I-
there at Platinum for the premiere of that video, Presley, we had it on that miniature big screen, projector they have on that stage,
Yeah.
and we had a good turnout, and people were there to see it, and we took them down, did a tour of the jail and all that shit. Presley calls me like 2 months later, and he's like, "Hey man, just gonna let you know that well, the wife and I watched that."
Is he
video."
short?
Yeah. He was like,
Everyone's short
knew
to
it.
him.
I
Yeah.
knew. Well, true. That is true. You are a big
he's
man.
average male.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was like, man, I'm so sorry. That screen just did you no justice, because when we watched it at home, I don't want to go back in that jail anymore. I was like, yeah.
It's like
It's
scared
fucking-
straight, dude.
Yeah. Imagine how we felt when we got back to the house. Like, I don't want to go in there.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I thought about this after you left the last time you were here. Has there been a case of the band going to a venue and, like, you know how Greenville has that badass venue on the square that's been there
Mhm.
forever, and they've always tried to have draw bands out there with different types of music and stuff. It's just too far, but it's an awesome venue if you ever get a chance to play.
Yeah.
But like been in loading in and stuff and go like, what's the place, the Crown and the Jewel that used to be that you guys used to play at all the time on the square up in Denton? Like just some old building.
Boiler room.
Andy's?
The one that the Comets or whatever, Haley's. It started off as Haley's and then they turned it into
Haley's.
something else.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway, just a weird venue and you've got a weird vibe and you're like, man. And then y'all went in with the what do you call it, the Spirit Box and.
We've actually talked
Look
about
out,
doing
dude.
something like that to where the band
There's got to be
goes.
some crazy venues that
We've
like
talked about
rubber
doing
gloves.
we've actually talked about trying to set up it's going to have to come way later because it's going to have to be funded.
Yeah.
But trying to hit like the most notorious haunted theaters, et cetera, and play,
Yeah, that-
play a gig
like that.
there. And then the
Right.
next night or that night, like after we get done with the show and the bar shuts down, we stay. Everyone else goes home.
Yeah, that'd be
but
cool.
have the band with us to do an investigation.
There you go.
You
That'd
know,
be
and
an
then sleep in
awesome
the next day,
show.
hit the
That's
road,
pretty
and
cool.
get to the next. Like we've talked because there's so many like Bobby Mackey's. Like that got sold here recently. A new owner bought it, but
Kane's Ballroom.
Kane's Ballroom is another one. Like where there's massive history. I can't say that because dude, I'm not thinking of that when I go in for a show. I mean,
Right.
I'm fucking
You're all
TM. I'm
having a good time. and
lead
stuff.
singer, fucking TMing the entire fucking thing and making sure everything goes right. So in my head, I get in the door. It's just let's get sound. We get there so early. I mean, our load-ins are like 1 o'clock.
Fuck. That'd be awesome.
Well, I mean, we do it on purpose so that there's no room for error.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Even your like establishments like say the Cicada or Lola's, you'd be
Well, we never
requesting
play
that you
but if we play, well, when
you
we
would go in with saying, hey, I need to load in at 1.
we would. It's on our rider. It's on our contracts. Like
Yeah.
we'll like if we're playing at 9, we're getting it at like 12, 1 o'clock to load in and do sound check, get it done.
It'd be laid back.
Set.
It'd be way more laid back. I
Totally.
remember in Deep
No
Ellum
rushed.
back in the 90s, they used to load in real early because it was such a fucking traffic nightmare to try to load in. You
And
know,
now they want you
during
to fucking
the evening.
do it in the middle of traffic and load through the fucking front door and
Mm-hmm.
And then park your vehicle
Yeah.
9 miles away.
Yeah,
take
dude,
a
we're on
bus
it.
in.
I mean, the fucking you saw the rig. It's
Yeah.
up on. It's the
Yeah.
van and trailer. It's a 16.
Shit, how long did we
trailer.
look for? That was during
Think
the
I'm
My
gonna park that
neighbors-
shit and fucking.
When I went up front to get this challenge coin out of my car, the neighbors were looking out the window like, "What the fuck is out here?"
Yeah.
Yeah, how long did we
Tonight?
during a week? We had to look for parking down there at towards the Deep Ellum for like 15 minutes.
Like
man.
even tomorrow night, man.
It's like, what the fuck?
The
my
last
fil-
time we
my-
played Deep Ellum, he got 2 boots.
Oh, that's right. You're about to put a cap in somebody.
2 boots?
Yeah, you had 2
Remember?
boots on the Suburban.
Yeah, we were jamming. We were. I think we were still jamming.
Played that Blue Note joint.
Yeah,
No, it's on the Explorer.
Oh, on the
But
Explorer.
yeah.
it was either right before COVID or right after, wasn't it?
It was
Yeah,
right before.
It was right before COVID.
We haven't been we haven't been to Elm since COVID. 'cause
I wiped
fuck
that
Elm.
out of my memory.
I don't want to play down there.
Where Deep Ellum?
Yeah,
I need to go. Hi.
yeah, I don't want to play.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
There's too many cool
No.
places everywhere else.
Oh, that's the thing, man. We're flooded with it in DFW
Still
and the
good, Henry.
surrounding cities. Like we're flooded with it.
Yeah.
And there's places to play and there's things to do and there's cool venues and it's kind of what you make of it, you know.
I don't. I don't enjoy the drive down there either, and it does suck. And it's not ever. But I've come to the realization it's never going to be like it was back in the day. And I mean, I know that it's gone through cycles and stuff, but I don't think we're ever going to be back to where it was like you had all
Like
those badass venues.
Like in 1990.
We were
Yeah.
just down there,
Yes.
Matt, and
I
both-
know.
you and I were both like, "Ah, this is
I know, but when we
I
got
know.
there, I was enjoyed
Especially-
seeing everything again.
But
and
then we're
hanging
like,
out and
it's the lead singer Rammstein. We're
Especially
gonna see
if,
him.
you,
He's
if,
gonna
if
have a
you've been
sexual
that-
fit on
like, If
stage.
you had a relationship with Deep
Sexual
Ellum in the 90s, like let's say 95 to 2000.
Yeah.
If you had a relationship during that time
Yeah.
with Deep Ellum, then that's
Yeah.
what you're when we go
You want
back and we
that
go in,
back,
you're
yeah.
right. You go down there, and then then as you stand out, you used to be able to stand out on the street and you could just listen and you'd
Mhm.
hear a fucking
Yeah.
metal band, a punk rock
Oh,
band,
yeah.
a fucking ska band playing. You hear all these different, and now what do you hear when you go there? It's just it's the whole fucking
well,
street club vibe, and
still-
it's just like
Everybody's
still
way too
couple
loud.
rock bands.
there's still trees and 3 links.
Not
Sound
enough
guys
shooting.
don't give
There's
a
still some good
flying
places.
fuck
Huh?
anymore.
Not enough shootings.
As for sound
Yeah,
guys,
a lot of
you
shootings,
care.
yeah, a lot of
I
people
say
getting
that
the
about
shit beat out of them too.
I'm not gonna bring it up, but there's a place that y'all play that that's here in town. I can't fucking stand.
Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna say that. Y'all are playing it. I'm not.
Dun,
Just
dun,
keep,
dun,
leave
dun,
that alone.
The only place we're
dun,
playing is
dun,
Cicada.
dun, dun, dun,
No.
dun, dun.
In this city.
Beef.
Oh,
Beef. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun,
We're in
dun,
it- we're-
dun, dun,
yeah,
dun,
okay.
dun, dun. Start
it's a
with
little
beef.
weird there.
It's fucking horrible.
Where?
Yeah.
Someone sign language
I'm
it
not
to me.
saying it, but I'm not. It's not. It doesn't need to be said. But it's fucking. It's horrible.
Yeah.
And there's never been. I've played there twice. I played there 3 times, and I've never fucking.
It's a giant
think
echo
everybody heard
chamber.
that probably.
Well, dude, do you know that when he
everyone
opened
heard
that
it.
place, they had and the dude who's got him is the the fiddle player for
Fiddlesticks?
Leavenhunter Springs.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's got him in a barn, and he said, "Dude, whenever you want him, come get him," because we were going to use them in our recording studio. They've got the old fucking. Fuck! What are they? For studio
Sound baffles?
yes,
Yeah.
they're
The big
huge.
giant ones.
They're tan and they're fucking huge.
They
And
were in there when that place was a carpet joint.
yes,
Well, I just
and
gave it
that's
away.
when it sounded good. Like you could go in there and clap and not hear a fucking single echo, and it was just like, dude,
Damn
Jesus
it.
Christ! They had the sound baffles on the wall. They had the bass
it wasn't
traps
just
in the
me, Matt.
corners,
Yeah.
and it was like, this dude took all that shit out of there. What
It's
he
an
could have
echo
just
chamber.
oh, it's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
It's like you might as well just go play fucking through 2 Yamaha 15s to a Mackie 808 inside a school gym because that's what
And
it
a
sounds like.
fractal.
I know that sound.
You might as well just start selling rugs and
And a
furniture
rectal.
again.
A rectal.
And what's crazy is the front room in that place, the way they got that set up,
That's a fun room.
sounds great.
We've played
Which
that
one?
room.
That,
That
that room
sounds
was
great.
fun. That room was just fun to play.
Yeah.
I just imagine my frail 50-year-old body in somebody's living room, and it all came together for me.
I think it's weird how they have the stage
Had a great
facing
time.
the fucking kitchen.
Was
It's
there
like,
a stage? I don't even know if there was a stage.
It's
It's
just
There
like-
is.
Which
There was?
what?
We just weren't
Where?
on it.
We weren't on it. Okay.
Where?
So, yeah.
Where?
Jordan took up the whole
Jordan
stage
took up the whole stage.
Where?
in the side room.
It's like,
Why not just say it like old dying man? Where is this?
Your frail body just broke.
Where?
You got to have
Oh
Where, I
shit.
say?
Oh well.
a left-handed person.
Remember when Andy's was one level?
Or is it
You
right?
had to just
Yeah.
sit there and play,
Yeah.
like
Le-
looking at people
yeah.
getting drinks and stuff. Like, hey man, he's playing.
Well, I'm all game when y'all fire that thing up. I'll
Yeah.
go.
Yeah,
Matt
dude,
may
I
not.
think
Matt,
I think
Matt-
I'll get my arm twisted into it.
Matt may chicken
I'm
out.
scared. I don't want to do it though. Like I'd rather
I'm
I'd
so
rather
scared,
do like
baby.
you said. Let's get my little toes.
Don't
so I
worry, you're
won't
not
be so
alone.
scared.
My drummer's in
And
the
then-
same boat. He doesn't
yeah.
want to do it.
So how many shows are gonna do this thing?
I don't know. We have a lot
Or
on the plate
do you have
this
any
week.
bands
so
lined up that are
we're
ready to do it?
We're shifting from Paraflix. We're leaving Paraflix. We're going to YouTube, and we're putting. As long I got to work on it tonight, but we got to get.
Why
the
did you
episodes,
think you could take YouTube down?
What do you mean?
By dodging them.
Oh, it wasn't a dodge. It was we thought we were getting onto a massive platform.
Yeah.
So
that
it was like
applied or appealed to what y'all are doing.
totally.
totally does,
That platform's for paranormal. So we were like,
Yeah.
dude, this is fucking awesome. And of course, we're just sitting there going,
That
dude,
was
this,
the
this is right up our. This is what we need to be on.
Yeah,
Right. And so
for sure.
we're looking at it, going, okay, cool. Well, then we looked at our year end numbers, and I was speaking for Craig and I both. We were highly unhappy. We were like, what?
You think it's
Like,
saturation?
how the fuck? Like, I could fucking make a video of me clipping my toenails and get more fucking views than this.
Really?
Like, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Paywalls are really weird when you got shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that we kept running into is that people didn't want to pay a subscription to watch the show.
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't want to pay a subscription to Paraflix. So I was like, okay, I get it. They're like, when it comes out, it's free. I was like, well, it's not coming out. It's free. It's going to be on Paraflix. So there's a couple episodes on there that are free that you
Yeah.
can watch. And I was like, but if you're a fan of, yeah, man, I love paranormal shows. Fucking A, man, I'm all about that shit. Okay, it's $30 a year.
Yeah.
I'm not in love with it that much.
That's not that much.
That's
but-
like, you know what? It's like the same thing with that horror flick app that they had and streaming service that they were offering a while. I can't remember what it was called. It's like Rip or something like that.
Yeah,
or-
I know what you're talking about.
Anyway,
Shutter kind of.
Shutter, yeah,
Shutter,
like
yeah.
Shutter is. That's what I was wondering if like every time I see something like that, I'm like, I'm out. I'll just wait till I can see something cool like that on some other streaming service like YouTube.
So we decided
'cause
for
I'm a
our
genius,
best
though.
interest that it would be to go to YouTube. We had started. That's where we started.
Yeah.
Like the first episode 1, episode 2 are actually on YouTube now.
Yeah.
And so we were like, okay, well, we're going to take this last season of Paratheory, pull it down for Paraflix, and where episode 1 started on there will actually be episode 4.
Right.
Or, 3. It'll be episode 3. And then it'll start from there. So you'll actually get 7, 8. So yeah, 8 episodes. 2 are already on there. But we're just going to call it, we're coming back to YouTube. This is where we should have stayed. And it's really because of how, and you know how it is. Like, you can control your metadata. You can push it to fans. You can do more promos on there. We couldn't do that with Paraflix.
You didn't have any back.
They didn't have the.
We don't have
the
a way
stuff
to
do
like
that.
put in our metadata and be like, this is
Yeah.
when people search shit, this is where it
Yeah.
goes because it's like Netflix, right? So you have to do that. You make these commercials. And what was crazy is like we can make commercials for it and put it up to Paratheory on YouTube, but then they'd have to leave that and go. So you're asking them to do a lot.
Mhm.
People don't want to do that. People
No.
want one click, one venture right there. That's like
Yeah.
for our band, we have like deadwoodfan.com/our info. It's all one spot.
Yeah.
You know, website, t-shirts, info on our sponsors. You want to book us, you want to just one click away. And so it makes it faster instead of sending them to our website, having them scroll down a page, look at this other page, scroll down this page.
Do you
It's-
do the donation thing too? Like
Value for value.
yeah, value for value type stuff like Adam Curry talks about on his No Agenda podcast.
What do you mean?
Like
Value for value is it's kind of like your payment model. It's just like whatever someone values, they send you. It's like if they find entertainment in what you're doing,
like
and they
like a
find
tip.
true value in
basically,
it,
yeah.
Yeah.
You rely on the
They'll
send it to
generosity
you.
of.
We don't have that set up. No.
You might think about that because I could see that crowd, that type of audience being like, if they're into you and the like, let's face it, it's not like y'all are coming up with original theme or how do you say?
And honestly, we're coming into it at a really
Right.
shitty
right. So
time.
basically, you're going to be you guys got to sell yourselves more than anything.
But
at this
locally,
point.
you're doing
And-
it with stuff we all care about.
Right, right.
Like
Right.
this
Exactly.
area likes.
Right.
So the value for value might really be
in the paranormal
value
world
to
as a
you.
whole, it's falling the fuck apart left and right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If all the massive players, the only one that's not really falling apart is Project Fear, and those guys had a huge show that was Destination Fear on Travel Channel,
Right.
and now they're on YouTube because their show got canceled on TV.
Are they all going to YouTube as well?
They are on YouTube, yeah.
They already are.
And they're fucking,
Yeah.
they're great. And
Google
what's
owns
great
the
about those
world.
dudes is they're not going out like trying to find it.
You can't find
It's more about their reactions, and it's hilarious. I laugh my dick off every time I fucking watch this thing because I'm just.
I've
like,
seen a few of theirs, and that's what it is. It's funny.
and it's great because like there's still that fear factor that's inside of them as they're going into these places.
Yeah.
And you can see it in their face. Like that's not acting. They're legitimately getting the shit scared out of them.
Do y'all
That's
do
funny.
Bigfoot at all?
No.
At all?
No.
You need to do one Bigfoot
I
search.
investigate with him.
What
do you
about
think?
UFOs?
No, if you do
No.
Bigfoot, you got to call Jose Canseco.
No UFOs.
I investigate with Bigfoot.
I don't know. Yeah,
With
open it
Bigfoot.
up to
Bigfoot investigating
Bigfoot and
Bigfoot.
open it
Bigfoot
up
on
to
Bigfoot. At 9
chupacabras. Chupacabras as well. And
Mex-
also open
the
it up
the
to
Mexican goat
UFOs.
sucker.
The
man.
Mothman,
Yeah.
Mothman
the New
prophecies.
Jersey
Yeah.
Devil.
I don't think they're called UFOs anymore, though.
No, they're not. They're called UFIs or IFUs or
UAPs?
something. UAPs.
UAPs.
Something like that, yeah.
And
Yeah, that's the
it's-
woke name.
It's a
I was watching. There's a
Plasma
documentary.
woke
Can
name.
be male or
Yes.
female.
Love that word.
There's a documentary on Netflix, and it was called Born Evil, right? And so I'm watching that.
Never ends well.
Wait, is that the Menendez brothers?
No,
Oh,
I did just
okay.
watch that.
That's
That
the
was
one I told
crazy.
you to watch, isn't it?
Yeah,
I was about to start.
and there's
that.
like season 2, episode
Netflix?
2 or 1, and it's talking about those back during COVID. There was these kids that were using TikTok, and they were using the app Random Nautica,
Okay.
and they
that's-
found
did-
this body down
Uh-oh.
by the ocean.
I'm going to
Okay.
pee. I don't want to hear about this again.
I was about to bring this up because I can't remember if I brought this up last time y'all were in
I think you did.
about Randonautica,
Mhm.
and if y'all had ever done anything.
That's
with
an
that
idea
to do
that
it.
we're talking about using Vanterra out there and fucking putting cameras on the inside,
That
on the
fucking
outside,
shit
and then
freaks
literally
me the fuck
using
out.
my iPad and then doing like
Yeah.
we want to see a ghost. We're gonna write down a list. We're gonna have like
Yeah.
10 things, and we're gonna search each one and have it drive us to it, and we're gonna drive and see if we can find this thing. And we're just gonna test the theory on that. It's just a theory because it's just
It
a
is
theory.
just a
It's
theory.
all it is.
But there's something weird with that app, and all the people like you can go on the Reddit
Is
page,
it like a
and
Ouija
all the
board?
people
Dude,
that have done it.
the Born Evil episode 2, season 2, I think is what it is.
Yeah,
So those kids that you were making that TikTok video
in Seattle, right?
I think it was Seattle. Yes. So what that was an old man. Old man.
I don't remember that part.
It was an old man that was bit. It was either old whatever. It was a person that was taking in homeless, right? That had nowhere to go,
Yeah.
taking them in, but signing for their Social Security checks
Uh-huh.
and was giving them food, water, place to stay, clothing, the whole nine. Meanwhile, there's $60, $50 security checks they're getting in. He's raking the money. And he's using that money to get them started, putting a little back. He keep telling them, I'm putting a little back for you, putting a little back. So he had all these accounts, right? He wasn't putting back shit. He would just get the money, get it flowing, and then kill them, chop them up,
Put them in a suitcase.
put them in a suitcase, send them down the river, and
That's what washed
still
up.
collected those fucking checks.
And that app, those kids put in,
Said, I want to see a dead body.
and it took them.
Straight to it.
It's wild.
That app's
and it's happened a few
fucking
more. A lot.
weird.
It's happened
a lot.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
happened
it's
a
happened
lot, right?
And
Right.
there's the guy that
Yeah,
did
I
a
don't
whole
like
video.
that.
He's like, I don't believe this shit. So him and his girlfriend started doing it.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want to see blood. And it took him through his neighborhood, and like he went like a couple of miles away because they were trying to keep it close. And when they got to the place, there was police and ambulances flying all around the place, and came up to this house where their location was, and they start dragging out a body.
That's so
And
weird,
then he's
man.
like,
so weird.
he's like, it's coincidence. It's coincidence. So I'm
Does
gonna do
another one.
this. So he does another one.
Yeah.
Then it took him to another address, and he's like, well, that's on someone's private property. I'm not going to trespass, blah, blah, blah. So then his last one was like, I want to see death.
Yeah.
And him and his girlfriend took off and nearly had like 2 head-on collisions with cars.
Yeah.
On their way to the location. We're like, all right.
So
fuck
that's
this shit.
a
I'm
thought
done.
as
Deleted
an
the
episode, or just to
app.
try, just whether it works
Control,
or not,
Alt,
is
delete.
testing the theory of this Random Nautica app and doing 10 things to find, put it into the app, see, because you got to pay for it now. I think it's like you have to pay a subscription. I'll fucking pay for whatever.
Oh, you do have to pay for it now?
Yeah, you have to pay for it.
Oh.
It used to be free, but you have to pay for it now. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll fucking write it off. Fucking
So, it's
You guys
called
hate capitalism
Randa
too?
Nautica. Or
Do you
Random
They
Nautica.
hate
Random
capitalism
Nautica.
too.
Random Nautica. What about like the Lake Worth Goat Man? I want to see the Goat
I-
Man.
Fuck the goat man.
Dave.
I want to go do the castle.
Oh yeah.
Fort Worth, it's still there.
Why does
Yeah,
everybody
let's go
hate
there.
on Goatman now?
It's
Goatman's bridge is not lame.
thousands and thousands
Not
of
that
people have
Goat Man
gone out
Bridge.
there. Not
Oh.
Goat Man
Lake
Bridge.
Worth Goat
Oh,
Man.
yeah, that one.
Out on the island.
Oh.
That was just old folklore to get you to not walk around.
No, we had some girl that would almost slit my throat because I was saying something like that.
Is that all you were saying for real though?
Yeah,
You sure?
like our old producer. Someone
Oh,
got
yeah.
real offended with me because I was like, "Yeah, it wasn't that big." For what I heard, it
I
wasn't
mean-
that big a deal. It's kind of bullshit.
Cool. I
Yeah.
mean, we could kill 2
She
birds
didn't
with
like
one
it.
stone. That's where it's at. It's right there
At the castle.
At the castle.
Can we write
Gold man.
Is anybody
Now,
in the
I
castle?
will.
Together
So
with your
the
hands.
state owns it now.
Oh, they do.
The state owns it, and
was
the
it?
and the
Hoofs?
caretaker is
Go
the
get
the preacher that lives on the property, and he is a mean bastard.
Well,
Come
sounds
on,
like you
knock
need
it
to go.
off. Come
He is
on,
mean.
knock
You
it
need to
off.
go,
Dude,
soothe him.
I was telling Craig the other day the place that we looked at up in Decatur. You can look this
sorry.
place up, man. It's
Got to bleat.
it's the Wagner Mansion.
Oh, I've heard about the Wagner Mansion.
Hey,
Dude, look at this
tell
place.
your singer to throw in
El
Goat
Castillo
Man. Not
Wagner
Spoon Man,
Mansion.
it's Goat Man that
Decatur,
night.
Texas.
Gold man.
Yep.
Dude, look at that.
Right off the square.
Dude, it's like a fucking wet dream.
Yeah. It
It's-
doesn't belong there at all.
The story of this place is fucking horrific.
Slave labor,
No,
tortured, killed,
No.
mangled,
horrible.
like that chick in
Like-
I don't
like
want my
New
kid to
Orleans.
play that
Like in
game.
short, wife
No.
like possession. Wife came downstairs, cooked dinner for the whole family, took a fucking cake knife and slit her throat at the table. Facts. Really happened.
Fact check.
What year was
True.
this? Like the 50s? So it sounds like
40.
something
It was
about-
it was like 48.
So she was depressed, obviously.
She was
upset.
She was taking amphetamines.
Probably not
Yeah.
possessed. She was probably
So
Trying
it's
to make
pretty
it out for
mentally
her husband.
ill.
sold. It was the Wagner Mansion. Then it was sold to I can't remember the name of them. It's right there.
That's her
He's
story.
looking at it's sold. She started seeing spirits coming out of the
Ah, great.
fucking fireplace,
I'm out.
and then look at the
Daniel
mansion.
Wagner's son, William Thomas Wagner, in 1942, and then was purchased by Mrs. and Mr. Phil Luker.
Luker. There it is.
But it doesn't say anything about the murder in here because Wikipedia is weak.
They will not.
It's 'cause it's
They won't
fucking
talk about-
censored
Dude,
shit.
I got it. So I get it. I end up getting a hold of Philip Luker,
Oh man.
the man that owns it. And how
Yeah.
I did this was I was able to track him down through taxes. Craig and I went up to the city of Decatur and started asking questions, trying to find a way to contact somebody with the property.
Did anybody look at you like, man, you a fed or
No,
something?
every person looked at us. He'll
Why
tell
wanna
you
go to that
himself.
place? No one
Every
talks
time
about
we
it.
went into somewhere, they would be like, "Oh man, the old mansion on the hill." No, I mean your guess is as good as mine. I mean, we don't know.
Oh really?
And then we went to like City Hall and talked to
Yeah.
them, and they were like, "We would love to know anything." And so I was like, "All right, I'm gonna take a backdoor here." So I called a good friend of mine who's a land dude, and I said, "Hey, can you get me the?" So I was able to get the address.
See, I'm already out
And I
and starting
said-
to step back into the bush if I start hearing stuff like that from the locals. I don't know. We'd like to know, and then the
Yeah.
city's like,
That's just
we'd
'cause you
really
gotta
like to
poop.
know. I'd be like,
Yeah. So I get a hold of this
let's
guy,
go jam some corn.
and
Some are fed.
I get a hold of him through through the back door on taxes. This is the address that the
Mhm.
taxes are being sent to. This is the guy that's paying him every year. Here's through the cobwebs. I got his phone number.
Right.
So I cold called him. And I didn't say, hey, this is Justin Ross with Paratheory. I said, I'm a documentary filmmaker. I want to do a documentary on your mansion up here in Decatur. The response I got was vicious. Like, who the fuck are you? Don't you fucking call me again. God damn, this fucking place just needs to fucking fall on the ground. I'd burn it myself if I could. It's a state fucking
See,
monument.
you're over the target.
Like, he just went ape shit on me.
You're
I was
over
like,
the
dude,
target,
listen, man. You calm down. I said, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to fucking set you off, dude. I was just calling. I was like, just calm. He was like, man, I'm sorry. I'm so fucking tired. Like, I fucking inherited this thing. I want nothing to fucking do with it, but I can't fucking get rid of it. It's all
Give
in the
it to
family.
me.
I was like, dude, I can
We'll
I
have
can
orgies.
guarantee you, if you can just listen to me for 2 minutes, we can put this on the map and you can make some money off this deal. And he was like, what do you got? And I said, I run a documentary series called Paratheory. It's a paranormal show. And we can have you sign, all your customers sign waivers. They're responsible for 100% of everything, pay you $1,500 a night to come in here and investigate. And he was like, don't ever call me again. Click.
Damn.
Wow.
Dude, the people that take care, we went to the people across the street from it. That would be my second time to go there. But there used to be a caretaker that lived right there on the property, and he would tell you the wildest fucking shit about this place. It has no power, zero power to this place. And it's basically holding together by the pieces that are the structure. They do not take care of it. It was opened as a museum at one point, and the owners want to keep the door shut because of the history that there's only been one interview where the guy, a family member, talked about it, and it fucking got erased from the web as fast as it came on there.
Huh.
It says here that the
Sounds
the
like a
house
blood sacrifice.
was duplicated for the movie Giant. That it was basically the basis for the movie, the house in the movie Giant.
Is that the back, Big Ben?
Out in Marfa.
Out in
Yeah.
Marfa.
That's cool.
It's
I bet you Dave and I could figure out the crime
Doesn't it
if you
say
send
it's
us up there.
16 rooms? How many?
16 bedrooms.
24
16
hours,
bedrooms.
maybe 36 hours.
Did you hear that, Matt? 16 bedrooms.
Oh, wait.
16 days. A day in each
18-foot
bedroom.
ceilings
That's
downstairs, 16-foot ceilings upstairs.
But it's not safe to. You said it's not safe to get around. Or
We don't
be
know.
in or any. But you're thinking.
I mean, if no
or
one's
what-
taking care of it, it's just sitting there rotting away. The way
Six
he
and one
he wa-
half bathrooms.
He was like,
Yeah,
I
I'll
want
put
this
it on
thing to
the mark,
fall the
get the
fuck
listing.
over. He wants it to be done because
Yeah.
he's paying the property tax, but because there's a building on it,
Right.
he's got to pay a certain tax on that.
You know, I
But he
bet if
can't
I
tear it down
joined
'cause
your
there's a
show
Texas
and
monument.
became the Paratheory realtor and only like started going on your shows and we just
Jesus.
found all these buildings, my real estate career would probably go through the roof.
Actually, that's
Sure.
pretty true.
Probably.
Probably.
We'd make a lot of money.
You just buy a
Maybe I
bunch of
should-
ghost
Maybe we
homes.
should have a meeting or something.
You have a built-in.
Yeah.
Built-in.
That's pretty
demographic.
fucking crazy, though. Because
So-
I've seen that house several
Now,
times.
there's only
It's
been
huge.
one incident though that supposedly it's haunted for, right? And it's what you just said.
Well,
it's a lady that.
okay,
Say-
the
tell us what
incident
the
that
whole thing-
happened. So
Yeah.
she kills herself at the dinner table, bleeds out.
Did
I mean,
anything?
like,
Is
we're
there any
talking a pie
background? Is there any
cutter. She, like,
background at all that we know?
all that we know is that she had told her husband that she had started seeing dark shadows come out of the fireplace. And so she, while he was at work,
took too
boarded
much,
up the
man.
fireplace.
Yeah.
And she started sleeping in another room. God, yeah, that's it, dude. It's fucking huge. Creepy as shit. Anyway, so he was gone for like 2 weeks. He comes home. The kids are acting weird. They do dinner one night. She makes the dinner or whatever. It's not like they're going out to eat. You know, it's fucking 40.
What was the time frame?
I
on
think
this?
it was 48 or 48 to 52. I think is what it was when the Lucas bought the place.
It says that they, it was
Because
late
they sold
40s
it back
when
to
they
the
got it, yeah.
Wagners.
Huh.
Yeah.
And so she
why
just,
now that's my question. Why did they sell it back?
Lucas wanted nothing to do with it after this.
They
which
got
was
when
cleaned
this-
out.
when
the
this happened-
family of the lady that did it.
Correct.
Okay.
She just gets up and says Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Huh.
And bleeds on the table. Kids go running out the door. He calls the police. They come. Supposedly that night they left and left everything in that fucking house. He got like few things, got in his car, and they left the home.
Mm-hmm.
and they took the body to the morgue or whatever they did back then. And after that, the house was sold back to the Wagners. The Wagners heard the story about the spirits and this and that, and they boarded the motherfucker up, and it sat that way for a very long time. Then it became like a wedding venue for people to do outside, have it as a backdrop. Then they had like a deal where you could come in the front door, and it was only so far in, but it was like a museum.
See, in real estate, that would be called
because
a
like try and look for
stigmatized
pictures
property,
inside.
by the way.
This is where you'll get fucked. There's only so few.
Yeah, I've
they
been
don't let
trying to
people-
find stuff and I can't find anything.
It's a fucking enigma. And so when I talked to this guy on the phone, he went fucking. So here's another part of it. It got sold back to the
You got a
Wagners,
moth
but
spirit in here right now, dude.
I
Did you
got a
see that?
hold of
Don't
Philip
like what
Luker.
you're talking about.
Yep.
So I get a hold of. So you're going to tell me that Philip Luker's been paying the taxes on a property that his family sold back to the Wagners? So at some point, it went back to the Luker family.
There's definitely some story
Can't
going
he
on.
just
There's
give
no
it to
just
Ray.
fucking
They
some
owned
depressed
14,000
Yeah.
acres.
girl.
They used to own. If you look up the Wagner family, they owned everything from Decatur to the Red River.
Damn.
The Wagner mansion that's downtown Fort Worth is for Mr. Wagner's wife. That big Gothic-looking mansion that's downtown Fort Worth.
Starting to come together.
Yeah, it's all one big cattle
Illuminati.
craze. When we were doing the
Germans.
Waples location, and he was talking about doing Pumpkin Nights at.
We already got it figured
And the
out, man.
occult.
We hadn't even got. Dave and I haven't even been to the scene of the crime.
already
We
know.
already got it figured out.
German occult.
This is a cult.
occultism.
Cattle
It's a cult.
barons.
She didn't kill herself.
Cattle
She was a
barons.
blood sacrifice.
There, yeah. This is. There's like two
For their
pictures
wealth.
of the inside. There's one of the stairwell, right there,
So,
and there's
all right,
this
both
one right
of y'all,
here.
tell me the truth.
Isn't that awesome?
Tell me the truth.
That's fucking
It's
badass.
fucking incredible.
Yeah.
If okay, so both of y'all, this is a question for both of y'all, one at a time here. Would that make that deal? If the guy was like, "Cool, y'all do whatever you want," and just said, "Come out," would
I'd
you
spend
be
a week in
nervous?
that bitch.
Would you be nervous?
Fuck yeah, I'd be nervous.
I'd be nervous for him walking around. I'm good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're sitting by the ammo and all the guns. and
I'm
stuff.
just saying
You're
that
like,
You
he'll
can't
fall
shoot
through it first.
spirits.
As if people didn't know. But
Man,
he's
I've seen the
quiet one.
Ghostbusters,
Have you
dude.
tried,
You out of your
motherfucker?
mind? You mean to tell me you can't shoot a ghost? Right?
You
I mean,
tell me a
Ghostbusters
ghost
did.
ain't scared of a 44 Magnum?
You ever seen a blackout? What a blackout can do to a spirit, a dark spirit. See, now we're gonna get in
Everybody
trouble.
knows ghosts hate AK-47.
You know, there's a
Yeah,
house
they do, man.
762
They
by
hate
39,
dynamite.
son.
Don't blow
There is
shit
a
up.
house-
Dynamite nor grenades.
that I've always wondered about down on Hemp Hill, south of Allen.
Everybody knows
It's an
that, man.
insurance joint. But I've gone in there to do some work a couple of times, and it creeps me the fuck
Did
out.
you feel
like there
it's
is
a cold
something when
draft?
you walk
Talking
in
about
there
downtown Fort Worth.
on Hemp Hill, south of downtown Fort Worth, south of JPS. Go down Hemp Hill. You know where Allen is? Used to be a 7-Eleven there. Dickey Skate Park's there
That's
now.
because you take that Delta
Yes.
8 shit and smoke that stuff. That's why.
It's like K9.
No,
yeah, that
not really.
K2 and
K2.
stuff. Yeah.
Not really, but anyway, it's a attorney's office, but it's an old historical house.
Yeah.
And giant, and it's Victorian like this.
You're like blocks away from the mansion from Wagner Mansion that's down there.
Yeah, let me see here.
From whatever her name was. What's the Fort Worth Mansion? It's like a women's community.
Well, there was
But they're
the
connected by tunnels.
That's a blood
The,
sacrifice. Case closed.
one right by the hospital.
I keep coming back to it.
Nocturnals.
Stands alone.
Where the
Dark
cattle bearing ball
Nocturnals.
is. What the
For
fuck
sure.
Is that
So
name
when
of
we
it?
did
Yeah.
the
Satanists.
episode at Waples,
Texas Satanists.
all right, where you guys are going to do the
Satan.
Colonel Waples place.
Yeah,
where
Satan.
we did okay. When we were doing the ESTA session, and then we started getting names coming through, and he's asking questions, and I'm calling him out. And I got headphones on, noise canceling, and I'm just hearing what's coming to the radio, and I'm saying shit out loud. We go back and post, and I start fucking looking shit up. I'm starting to write down these names and go back and listen through. And then we end up finding an entire fucking photo with every single fucking name called out. This guy had they had a group photo, and it was all the power players of fucking DFW in North Texas, all in one photo with numbers above their heads, and had all their names listed down at the bottoms. And there was Colonel Waples, and there was Mr. Wagner, and there was, everybody was in it. The driver that was driving for Mr. Waples when he died on the tracks that day. And then you start connecting the dots, and you're like, all these motherfuckers were related all the way
Illuminati,
down.
man.
All through cattle and the storefronts, and the
Human
slaughterhouse,
trafficking,
and the
dude.
train
Human
tracks.
trafficking.
These were all the power players.
Fucking True Detective, man. You seen that? The first season?
No.
Oh, dude.
No.
You got to see that.
Thistle Hill is what we're thinking of. That's what.
Yes.
That's
So
what it is, man.
that was built
Knew it.
by
Classic case.
Yes.
This is the one on Hemp Hill.
I know what you're talking about.
That one right there.
Yes.
I've gone in here a couple
Everybody
times.
listening is like, shut the fuck up, Stubbs. Like,
No, I think that's been
Moving
said in the
on.
chat room a few times too.
tell that dude to shut up.
But yeah, that's the. I've gone in here a few times. I don't know the history of this house,
I don't know.
and the girls that were there when I've gone in there to work, like the secretaries and stuff, they were just like, "Yeah, we don't really know much about it, but here the phone room's down in the boiler room, and it's fucking down underground.
Like
it's
Freddy
creepy
Krueger?
as fucking shit." But I was
There's,
like, this place creeps me the fuck out. I don't
There's
know
one
what's
in
happening
downtown.
here.
Well, Dallas. It's close to downtown Dallas. There's a
One
big-
question: is
big
Freddy
mansion
Krueger
down
real?
there.
The Masonic
Shut up,
Lodge.
Matt.
Is Freddy Krueger real?
I'd go to any of the Masonic lodges.
Yeah, I want to do one too.
Yeah,
big
that'd
We
be
one.
talked
wild.
about. Well, that's another one.
That's
thing we talked
creepy
about.
too,
The one in
man.
Fort
The
Smith.
Masonic Lodge is fucking
Is that the one in
weird.
Arlington?
Yeah, man.
No, Fort Smith.
Oh, Fort Smith.
Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
There's when I went out running sound for Puddle of Mud. Then
Oh yeah, yeah. You told me about
they're
that. The
fucking
venue.
huge. It's fucking enormous.
When did you
Yeah.
do
It
the
has-
sound for Puddle of Mud? Was it his meltdown?
After that,
So it wasn't at that Keller place.
no, it was
That-
after that.
uh,
It was Tantric, Puddle of Mud.
Was he cool then?
Saliva. He was sober as a bird because he had a fucking ankle monitor on. So he was nice. His sister, on the other hand, when we got to Kansas City, she fucking blew her top at the owners there. It was a horrible deal.
Uh-oh.
Dave
But
toured with
that,
an ankle
that
monitor.
place was fucking legit. I mean, you talk
Savage.
about walking in a venue
I
and
put it on
thinking,
myself.
Yeah,
something-
because that's the place you were talking
100%.
about. You ate down under.
yes, in the
in the
basement, which
cafeteria.
is like their VIP members, gold roof, all this fucking shit all over this. You're looking
Yeah.
like fucking huge, like the Masonic symbols all over the
Blood,
fucking floor
Tim-
and shit. You're
that's
just,
blood
all,
sacrifice
all
stuff
you can
right there,
think
man.
about while
Blood
you're sitting there is like, yeah, they were just straight up goats and whatever down
Shit,
here.
dude.
Just
Goats, sacrificed goats and orgies.
Yeah.
What venue?
it's a Masonic lodge in Fort Smith. It's fucking
And it's
enormous.
a music venue now.
It's a concert hall.
And you ran sound. You ran
Yeah.
sound for Puddle of Mud.
and
do it-
Tantric and Saliva in this thing.
There's
That's
a place
wild,
in St. Louis
You
that
got-
was a
you
Masonic
got
lodge.
Harvey's
That
that
the,
Oshi energy.
See, that's the type of show I'd accidentally do some
Uh,
mushrooms and be like,
Scientology
Yeah,
took over.
accidentally. Oh, I fell on some mushrooms.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, in St. Louis, I was like, that blew my mind. I was like,
fell
well,
on
look,
some
this is a
mushrooms.
badass, Masonic lodge. It has the dome and everything. You're
Yeah.
like, it's all granite.
oh, I've
You're
seen
like, this
to
is cool.
fall.
What was creepy?
Oh, it's
for me
Scientology
was
now.
waking up there because we were parked in the back on the bus. So
Yeah.
I woke up and they were like, "Okay, it's time to go do sound check." And so I walk out the bus. I'm going to look and get, walk in this back door, and I have no idea where we're at, no clue. And I walk through this big fucking door, and I come in, and then I start noticing these gaudy looking hallways and shit. I'm like, "How the fuck are we, man?
I'm about to be 33rd.
Like, I honestly thought I was at like a House of Blues. The way they got like like
Yeah.
when you go upstairs to the upstairs room and it's all decor and whatnot. That's kind of what it
Sorry,
was
man.
like.
Keep playing
And so I'm
footsie
going
with you
through
over
there
there.
and
It's all right.
I come out to the stage
I
and I
like
see
it.
this huge
I
theater.
appreciate
I'm
you,
like,
man.
holy shit, this is fucking enormous. And so then we go up to the front of house and sit down and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this place? He's like, oh, this is a Masonic temple. I'm like, oh,
I thought so.
oh, okay.
That
cool.
explained
Rad.
that ominous noise in the back.
Well, he took us down the stage. They had the old,
The whole time.
the old, what do you call them? The deals that would come down in the background, like when they would do plays.
Oh, like set
Dustin,
changes?
play the beginning of
Well,
Enigma.
it was like, yeah, it was like they were all like,
Mm-mm.
they call them
Curtains?
something. No, they call them something.
I'll find it.
Scrolls.
I'll find it.
Scrolls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
We'll
about?
go
So
with that.
they would pull these ropes, and then this
Yeah.
shit would come down, and it'd have a scene set up, and
Yeah.
they would do it. You know,
Right.
so whenever they're doing meetings or whatever, this is what they would use as their background. But when we went down to the restaurant, that's when I was like officially like, holy shit.
I want to do that one in Arlington,
Arlington.
Wrong song.
that Masonic lodge in Arlington, because half of it's completely shut down. The one on Division.
Wait.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're building on other stuff to it, but the main part. About to kill
This
your
fucking
mic.
guy.
But yeah, they're about
Is that
to.
a Nick-
Is
half
that
of it's
by
gonna-
the Baptist College Hill Baptist College?
No, but I like to go there too because there's tunnels all through that
They've
joint.
been finding a shitload. Still to this day, they're still
Yeah.
finding shit down there constantly.
That's up by the old Dream World.
Right, which they say is connected to the Colonel Waples
Yeah, it
home.
has tunnels.
Scott
running through there.
Farms now.
I believe it is. just on everybody's.
This is
I can just kill the mic. That'll work.
Scott Farm. So they say that there's tunnels that run from that down to Scott Farms.
And there was something else. There was another place that runs tunnel. I'll just start killing. He's not talking either, so we can just kill his mic.
Later, Craig.
See ya.
Oh man, sorry guys.
Yeah, so
It's getting late.
Yeah, I'd like to go
That
cruising
sounds
through some
pretty
of those
cool.
places, just check them out, just for the urban exploration of it.
The ones that I didn't like was like when we did like, even though we did the mineral wells, the VFW, the old hospital.
That's
The-
scary.
the
I don't
thing
want to
that-
do
the thing
that
that
one.
sucks.
That one freaks you out.
Yeah, I don't like
I hate
that
walking
one.
through
I don't
these
like
things
that one
just
or
smell,
NRH.
smell like asbestos. They're just shitty. You don't
we
when they're
played-
so fucking
I hate that. We
massive
played
like
2
that. You
airsoft
don't
games
know
in
what's
there.
fucking happening. You don't have a fucking.
Oh, yeah?
clue.
No,
That place
they played the
was it.
VFW on the other side of town,
Oh.
but if they went to the hospital where we
went to
played the
we
airsoft
played the
stuff,
airsoft shit at the hospital. That shit was crazy looking.
that shit is
we,
crazy.
We started in the morning.
The old hospital
The whole
inside
game's
of
like it was fucking.
How long
Fort
did y'all
Walter?
do? How long did y'all do that?
We drove
Well, you know, we
all
went to
day?
that.
What?
We were talking
Like
about
y'all
doing
y'all would
doing
play
one there,
all
but
day, or
that's
did you have
fucking
breaks? Did you have
enormous.
breaks and
Yeah,
stuff?
you
Or
have
you
breaks.
take
You have
drinks and
different
stuff?
it
days
is
and stuff like that.
gigantic.
You'd have
Now
to.
Yeah,
we
that's
had
cool.
Yeah.
we
It was
had
just fucking
two
rad. I
all
love it.
day
How much did it cost?
airsoft tournaments through there.
$120.
And so we
something
got
like
to
that.
go all through the building and everywhere.
But
And
it
it's
was
set up
like-
for airsoft, or it
It
was.
was legit.
But
That's straight up
where
legit.
the first time we went, it rained, so they had all
Did
of
you
us
eat
come in,
mushrooms this time?
and we sat
No.
in the morgue
I was with the
down there with
ex-ranger,
all the.
so I was
closets.
Like, I felt like I had to perform better. It was crazy.
What
man.
was? Didn't you just
It
do
was
something a while
terrifying.
back and you ate some mushrooms and you're like,
Oh, that was another.
You thought
airsoft
it
thing.
helped
Yeah,
you?
it definitely didn't help me.
but you thought it
It was
did.
the worst. But I thought it did because I was just walking out in the open, and then all these fucking 12-year-olds just fucking ambushed me from nowhere
Wait, where was your? Did you
all
have,
the time.
Did you-
Because he
yeah.
thought
Fuck
he
you,
was.
fuck you, pitching
kept
coach.
pretty much-
Check this out.
fuck you, coach.
I'm gonna shoot you in the dick.
No, but remember,
Straighten your own elbow.
Dave, the first time we went out there, it was pouring down rain, so they had us all set up in the morgue.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
And that was, and there were 2 or 3
those teddy bears that were
the
crushed.
teddy bears that were crushed, and then there were like dilapidated skee ball machines in the morgue.
Is there power
was-
in the building
yeah.
at
Yeah.
all?
No,
Yeah, there's
Okay,
lights
so-
all through it.
but there were hung lights.
It's
Yeah.
by like.
They had a
extension
generator
cords
set
and a
up.
Generator. It wasn't
And
like
they
These
ran
random
extension cords
crazy
or
looking
something.
Yeah,
lights.
and every
Yeah.
floor it was what.
But there were
four-
some areas
four
that were
floors?
pitch black,
Yeah,
like that weird bathroom that was
That one-
isolated by
I
itself,
still
where
don't know what that
people
looks
would
like
hide in
inside.
there
Yeah,
and
That's where we should
fucking
shoot.
nail the
I
shit
mean,
out of it.
if you were gonna
Hey,
like
Drag the Ocean
legitimately go
ever
into business
puts another song out.
and
Oh,
open,
it'd be there.
I got a
An
music
original,
video.
we should
like
do a
if you were
video
gonna open
there.
up a business
I
and
got a
That'd be
video of
cool.
it, too.
do a haunted
Yeah, we
house
should.
per se, yeah, that would be a fucking killer spot.
Yeah.
But to
It's-
go in and like
it's
do a paranormal
dangerous.
investigation, you don't know what the fuck's happening. There's shit all over
No.
that fucking. It's like
It's
like
a
that,
hospital.
that fucking
Yeah.
place we did in Yorktown. That place is
It's just overload of
58,000
spirits.
square feet.
yeah. There's
Like it's 4 stories tall. It's got a basement, and what we had static cams all over the place. What did we catch? Raccoons, big ass fucking snake.
Well, that
Like-
yeah, that's the other thing is that building is wide
Rats.
open because of everybody playing in it. Like
Yeah.
they the doorways they'll close up, but like the windows are wide open, so all sorts of shit.
I was
gets
getting
come
a
in
kick
there
out of the
and
fat
there.
fuck that was there, and I can say his name now, Dave. I was getting a kick out. He was like, "Man, what was that? What was this? What was that?" I was like, "It was a rat. It was a raccoon. There's nothing. There's nothing in here. It is hot as balls. It's July in Texas.
Oh, man,
We're
yeah.
in Yorktown. There's nothing haunted about this place except the fact that there's no cold air here.
I
So
do
if I
that-
feel some cold air come through here,
You wanna-
The
That'll freak me
hotel
out.
or the place the hospital. I mean, it is a hospital. A lot of people have died there. That would be the only saving.
was- that's
that's,
grace
what,
of
what,
it,
that's what I'm
but,
talking
like,
about.
It's
yeah.
fucking-
Yorktown Memorial
I
Hospital.
was saying,
cloaked
but it'd
in
be
death.
it's too big. Like
It's
that one out there is
fucking
too big.
Stupid.
I want to record a music video there.
trying to
man.
find the video.
That's
Drag
cool.
the Ocean, dude.
That's
Drag the
exactly
Ocean.
what it should be used for.
Drag
It
the
should
video
be.
of me hiding in
And then
the
right
corner
around the
shooting
corner, you
dudes
have
in
the
dick.
baker. I mean,
Yeah.
When you walk in the
What's
front
his name
door,
recorded?
There's so many cool ass
you
buildings
walk in the
out
front
there.
door of that place, Yorktown. It takes you straight down the hallway. That's where all the doctors' quarters are. But immediately in through the front door, there's a stairwell that goes up and down. And you go up, and that was where the nuns' quarters were up here.
Right.
And then on the back side of that, there was the priest quarters.
So if Dustin and I go out and say, hey, we're gonna check it out for a video shoot, they'll be cool with that.
Yeah, I think the new owner is like only
like-
charging like $15 a head now. Is where he was charging $1,500 a night because it got so big on Ghost Adventures.
Nah, I don't want to pay anything. Wait, maybe you misunderstood me.
Yeah, no. What he'll
Like,
do is, I think the new owner, what he'll do
He'd
is
be like-
he'll send you
Yeah.
like video. Like he'll
say-
say, here's our hallways, here's our big rooms, here's our basement. Like it's a maze. You know what it made me think of? House on Haunted Hill. Remember the old movie?
Yeah.
And they all got locked in there, and then they went down the basement of that place. It was a fucking, and it was just a maze.
Yeah.
That's what that basement's like. Because there's no power, and during the day it's dark. It doesn't matter
Sounds
what time you go.
creepy
It's
as
pitch
all
black
get
down
out,
there.
man.
You don't have a flashlight, you're going to have a hard time finding your way out. But there's so much shit to trip over. So like when we go do those places, man, I'm just like, yeah, okay, fuck it, because whatever, if we need to go do some, fine. What am I searching for? I want to find the fucking house where you're looking at. I want to find the old fucking mansion that's in the fucking woods that the whole fucking family got hacked up in, and see if we can make contact with that.
Maybe if we ask,
but just the
hey,
aesthetic
you know what you
look
need to
of
do
it.
is ask Elon. Say, hey man, tell him the story and say, dude, we need you to work on this guy and his property. This guy.
Just murder this dude.
Yeah, no, not murder him, but say,
No.
hey, here's an offer you can't
Or
refuse.
let's murder him.
No, let's not murder him.
We'll still be able to talk to him.
I think we should just see if
We'll take him
Elon-
out to the grasslands.
I think your plan is going south.
Yeah, I don't think my plan's gonna fly.
Send him out on the longshoreman.
I think we have.
Yes, we'll take him out to grasslands to the Black Lake.
Whoa,
that's what it's called.
Sir.
There's Cottonwood Lake and there's the Black
Sounds
Lake.
racist.
Why do you
to
keep
me,
looking at
man,
me?
dude.
He's the one with the long
Odd way
hair.
to.
Yeah,
That's
like,
an odd
dude,
way to end the
Look at
show.
my shirt,
Dustin.
bro.
Just throw that out there.
Hippie.
I don't know. Hey,
Yeah.
Dude, we love it when you come on the show. By the way, man, we really.
Thanks,
do.
man.
These stories are
These
fucking
stories
awesome.
are awesome.
They're fun. It's
Yeah.
just I
I
don't
think
know.
we need to do this like once every business quarter. You need to come on.
But
the
we
show
need to
and tell
do.
us
No, I want to go out
scary
and sit
stories.
somewhere. I like what you said.
Yeah, I do too.
We go out and we sit somewhere
I think it'd be bitching to do
and
that.
do a cross thing and just see what the hell happens. You bring your spirit box. By then, I'll have a demon box, and we'll have fun. Have you seen them?
Yeah,
I sent them to
I've
you.
seen- yeah.
Why would you buy that?
Did I not send it to you?
I
a
thank
trap
God
thing.
I don't want to know
Trap
that
a
this
demon.
exists.
Have you not seen the demon
Dude,
box?
you don't know what you're playing with. You're
You
talking
don't
about
know what you're
seriously,
playing with.
100%.
You don't know what you're playing
You're
with?
right.
I'm
I
not
have
doing
no
that.
idea how this box is doing this shit,
You're doomed.
but I'll have to show you it.
Can I have
You
one
said-
of your
are you
base on
talking-
your dad?
Because I actually wonder
You're
if
talking
it
about
would
one
do
of the
anything.
girls at the Yellow Rose or box and the things they do.
I was talking
What?
about that
I'm confused.
that
now.
guitar effect I sent you. Okay.
Have
Oh,
you
my
not
wife's
seen
going
it,
Come on,
Dave?
baby.
The demon box. I thought I
The
sent it
demon
to you.
box.
I sent it to you and
Dave's
Andrew.
like refuses to play it. I
I don't
refuse
think
to play
I
it.
think I refuse to play it.
It's that weird box where the guy's putting things over it, hovering it, and it's going.
That's when you become Irish Catholic. I see.
Yeah, I must have missed that one.
The effect, the guitar effect thing.
Yeah, no. You know what? I
That's
bet
what most
I
of
bet
those-
if you look back at the conversation, I probably commented on
But-
You did. You loved it. You said
Dave,
you need to buy
what
one
most of
those.
those devices are made from
I said
is
it for
they all started
Stink.
with this dude that Huff Paranormal,
it. Yeah.
and he was using like reverse pedals, delay pedals, reverb gate pedals,
Yeah.
etc. And so what he did was, remember those? You can see them now. They got those little honeytone amps.
Mhm.
So he'd put like a gate pedal on one side and a delay on the other, and then he'd run, or you'd run this AM/FM radio through it, and it would be scanning back and forth the stations, and then what was coming through was playing in reverse out the speakers gated, so it's only catching. You wouldn't hear the of it scanning.
Yeah.
It was just getting the audio coming through, and so the gate would gate out that sound,
Yeah.
and so this voice would come through, and if it didn't come through in reverse, and it was talking to you,
Yeah.
and then you could clearly hear it say somebody's name or whatever,
Oh,
you're talking to somebody on the other side, right?
You gotta watch the video.
They
man.
compacted this thing down.
Dustin
He's got
sent me that.
Spirit
he's
box
got one of the
video,
latest
man.
ones, and it works like a motherfucker.
Really?
Like when we were
Yeah.
inside of NRH, dude, we're sitting there asking the questions, and it is spot on. Fucking answering about my grandfather, says his name and how they called him Chief. Like
Yeah.
it comes through, and then the best one we ever had was we used it during an Estes session out at Waples.
The SS
And that
session.
Estes.
Oh,
Jesus
Estes
Christ.
method.
sorry guys, it's getting late.
Are you racist? You need to go watch that movie.
That's crazy sounding though.
But yeah,
Good promotion. there.
Resend me that link if you haven't already.
I just
done
sent it to you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's very
I'll
cool.
scare the shit out of myself later.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
It's always fun. Question your sanity.
No, you have to. I mean, there's way more realities than you think.
What's creepy is when he's at, like, when I'm got noise cancelers on, I'm listening, and all I hear in my head is and I'm hearing shit coming through.
Yeah.
And he's 15, 20 feet away from me, and he's asking questions. I can't hear him. He can hear me if I say out the questions out loud, you know, if I'm answering him. And then we were doing that session there at Wable's, you know, and the shit, I mean, he's asking questions, and I'm answering on top of the question that he's answering.
Okay, so you're hearing the answer. He's asking the question. You're
I'm
hearing
hearing
the
the
answer, and then delivering the
And
answer
at one
back.
point,
Correct.
at one point, there's a train coming behind me.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're good, man. He was telling someone good night on the west.
No, I
Coast.
think you're hearing shit.
Bullshit.
Good night.
What?
A good night poop.
Yeah.
You are homosexual. You are.
So, yeah, no, he was doing that. It worked, man. It'll be on YouTube soon. You know, we'll take it down off here.
Yeah, I want to hear that. That sounds pretty rad.
It is pretty cool. He's got a cool picture too that he would like to show you.
Of his dick.
You still got it on your phone?
Well,
More
there's
dick-
that too.
more dick pics.
It's all you need is another dick pic, buddy.
They're only my own.
Well, boys,
They get sent on suspecting females. I just don't even know.
it's been fun.
And males.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
It always is fun.
Thanks for letting us crash
You
your
and Perry
party.
Farrell.
But the time has
Yeah.
come that we're going to go on strike.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we decided
The
we talked about
podcast
this.
strike starts now.
Until next Tuesday.
And I just killed it.
For all you folks online,
Yes.
You could probably
Jerry Jones has a little penis.
We put on strike.
What are your demands?
Look at Dave.
This is so
Dave's losing his shit.
This is the night of when I got back and I pulled up the footage. So, yeah, that's a nose.
That's in the rehearsal space over here, Dave.
That's the door that goes to the kitchen. We're standing in the officer's porch. This thing, like,
All right. We're going to go strike on the video too. Thanks everybody for coming in. Love you.
about.
Thank you.
Just right
Good
about
night.
here.
See you next week.
It's like a child.
Bye.
And the whole time we're doing this